rack for rack. Play come back to back. Should've signed Travis Scott, cause I sell Cactus Jack. Ain't a material handler, but I go handle that. She a smooth operator. She cut the deal like she a operator. My ops on ride ain't got no cooperators. And I see so much with my eyes, that's why they dilated.
I've been in these streets, it's perfect time. I've been in these streets, I got my eye been. I've been in these streets while you been blind. I've been in these streets, you wasting time, bitch. I've been getting money with my gang. I've been getting money, no, we all 10 toes. I've been getting money, no, we sticking to that code. I've been moving with that bro. We gon'
started from the bottom, only way is up. All I know is to run it up. One trap to trap, stacking these racks. Streaming free before I smoking these blunts back to back. Big money making it happen. My team like, oh man. Back to back, back to back, back to back.
Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to another Late Nights with Casual Toy Collector. I am the Casual Toy Collector. I'm up here, Bruce says. Bruce stupid. Here, man, get your... God, I can't wait to get my phone, man. Tired of having to share a phone with him. It's driving me crazy. Have to keep sharing a phone with him. He has my phone all the time, or he has his phone all the time. He won't let me hold it. He's all stingy with it. All right, let's shout out the chat here real quick, man. We got Daredevil first off in chat tonight. What's up, man? Local Motu King. Bruce Banner second to chat because he's talking shit on the phone. I can't discuss what we tripping about, but it's funny as hell. Like, Bruce is brutally honest. Jesus. Motherfucking hood critic. Damn, Bruce. Get your hood critic down. Alright, let's see. Dad, are you gonna do another song? Yep, always. Dad's always gonna do another song. I actually enjoy it now. It's fun. It's fun to fuck around with again. I know I ain't gonna be no famous rapper or no shit, but it's fun to play around with. It's fun to fuck with. Do something for the show. Give y'all, put some work in for y'all. Give y'all some efforts. Shit. Lone Dragon is in the chat. Next up is Big M. What's up, Big M? Old School is in the chat. What's up, man? Old School. Yep. All right, so we got 4 people, 4 people live right now. I was always messing with something, man. Always messing with something. She said, "Do it all by myself." Yeah. I'm gonna pick Rusty up, man. And see what he got to say about Chef Rowe. I'm gonna see what he got to say about Chef Rowe a bit. Yeah, man. Damn. Wanting to talk, but can't talk. Wanting to talk, but can't talk. That's how it is. I can't mess with what I was messing with while I'm on stream. There you go. Motu King joining in the chat. What's up, man? Link is up in the chat, man.
What's up, big homie? Another day in the books, huh?
Very stupid. A remix, huh? Very stupid, man.
Manhood remix.
We had prank. We used to do pranks. Like we had ignorant ass YouTube channels where we were pranking each other. It was like beef. It was like beef rap, but like we would talk about like killing each other. We would talk about like
like some East Coast, West Coast back in the day type of shit.
Like it was over the top gangster. It was so
wow.
It was spitting on chains, stealing chains, and
oh shit.
and all kind of crazy shit, man. Blowing houses up. I was blowing his house up in videos and shit.
Pulling
That shit it was epic though.
a left eye.
Yeah, man. Blowing this shit up. We had a little comedy. It was a parody rap beef. It was two fictional record labels that had one artist. It was one artist that just kept going back and forth between the record labels.
Oh, okay.
So he'll go to one he'll go to one record label and make a diss about the other one, and before the end of the day, he's at the other record label making a diss on the other one. It was like
Wow.
hundreds of songs with one dude dissing both labels that he was working for. This shit was stupid.
Had a good old time, though. It sounded like.
Yeah, man, it was funny as fuck. We would just record different. We'd record little different shits while we was out at work, and we would just compile all the videos together. That shit was epic, man. That shit was epic. Yeah, we used to have a good time with that shit, man. I think I had shit, man. That was ass. We had an ass of subscribers. We had a fuckload of subscribers, way more than this channel has. They was asking us to do songs dissing. They were asking us to have to do diss their friends and shit, like to make videos dissing their friends. That shit was hilarious.
I mean, I can see something like that having a lot more subscribers. I mean, this one has, like you said, don't have probably quite as near as that channel, like you said, but because I mean, there's a lot of toy lovers out there, but
Yeah,
that's stuff like that is on a whole different type of plane because it's all funny and hilarious, and
yeah.
you know,
More
people love
challenging.
that. It's kind of like drama, you know what I mean? People
Yeah,
love
this shit was over the top. This
they
shit was
love
over the top drama.
they love it even if it ain't real. They can be fake beef and they still love it too.
It was so fake. It was so fake. Like it was overly real fake.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like super duper gangster. This shit was stupid. But yeah, I'm just over here chilling. I was fucking with some video and music shit right here.
Yeah, I actually been researching Motu variant figures and stuff like that. I mean, I knew a little bit, but I didn't know near, delving into it of different variant figures and stuff like that.
All kind of little slick differences.
Yeah, like where they're made and stuff like that mainly. 'Cause I mean, if you wouldn't know it, there's tons of variants because Mattel had distributions in different countries. They had Argentina and Malaysia, and Mexico, and Hong Kong, and so all different types of places. Most of the first run were like made in Taiwan, but it's good to know all that stuff, because I've got a few variants, so it's kind of cool, at least now I know which ones I should keep and which ones I shouldn't. I'm
Okay.
probably gonna end up keeping everything that I currently have because if it's a handful of figures that I really don't need, I could use them for parts, or something like that. So
Yep. I
it's
do the
kind of
same thing. I'll do the same thing.
yeah, kind of like don't throw them away. You know what I mean? Kind of like
Yep.
use everything, recycle, reduce, reuse. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Especially dealing with these old figures. You got to keep it alive. Don't throw it to the trash can.
And I
That part.
realized too, man. I know we touched on it before, two or three different times here really recently in the last couple of weeks about like how prices have gone up over the years, and like I just seen it like witness it more of it today, like back in around 2010, the prices of just loose figures compared to now. You know what I mean? I'm just like, damn, that took a big hike and a big jump over a 10 year, over a decade or a little over. But that's usually how it goes.
Right. What's up, action figure expert? Hello, hello, hello. Doing well.
I seen that pre-order for that core class Ravage on Big Bad.
Yeah, we'll probably see it in Walmart in the next week or two here.
I had to keep an eye out for it because I know I want it just for, like I said, there's only certain Transformers I even like, so you know.
Yeah, we should start seeing a lot of that stuff start coming in. February is fixing to roll around. They usually
I've
start
seen something else too that got forwarded to me by a good friend or a good family member too, and uh, you know how Super Seven had did the Silverhawks. Now they've got another company that's really I never heard of them. Ramen Toys, Ramen. They're doing a 7-inch collector scale limited edition. One I don't forget which one it is, but it's one of the Silverhawks, and that shit is makes them fucking Super 7 figures look like knockoffs, like bootleg shit. This shit's the articulation and the wings are and the it looks metal like they supposed to be, and I would look I was like, damn man, I get I'll be looking out for that. So I think he said the pre-orders go up next week. Shout out Sam News, man. He's always in the cut.
So a lot of people gonna cancel their pre-orders of the Super 7 probably to reinvest in these new
I mean,
people.
yeah, I mean that's just my opinion. I don't know how far they're gonna go with it. That's the only one that was listed, and the only one that he sent me, because he's like I said, he sent it to me last night and sent me the link for it, and I was like, damn, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that. It's gonna be pretty expensive too. I just don't. It's not like nothing crazy. Hold on, it may even have the price on it. I know they've got at least 30 points of articulation, so
Happy National Cheese Day to you too, action figure expert. It is National Cheese Day. It is indeed National Cheese Day. I'm not sure what that. I had cheese on a chicken salad. Like maybe I celebrated.
oh, never mind. It's Quicksilver, and it's 25 points of articulation, but it's 1/12 scale, so
It
approximately 7 inches tall. It says
action figure.
PVC and ABS construction, magnetic attachment, interchangeable face and mask. It says interchangeable wing parts, tally hawk included with interchanging wings, 3 sets of option hands, collector's window box packaging, limited
Well,
edition.
K-Balls. Sorry.
I don't know if you can really see it or not, but because of the glare, but
Oh yeah. That is nice.
that's what I said, man. I was like, damn.
It's time to pull money out of Super 7 and reinvest it in that company.
I know, right? The only problem is I don't know if they're gonna do more. I hope they do. If they look like that shit.
We have to share a phone. If you want to reach either one of these handsome fellas here.
Oh, so it's your youngest son's phone?
Yeah, I'm having to use. I put my SIM card in his phone because mine's fried, and they keep delaying.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking it was your oldest son, bro. I was just like, I didn't. I was hey, do what you got to do, right? I mean, for the time being, you know what I mean?
How the hell I spent? Oh, I know how I spent $60. That just went off for that. Okay.
But did you got any kind of maybe an idea when it's supposed to be? I mean, I know you're following it, so when you think it might get here?
It's supposed to come tomorrow. My new phone. What man has been saying every day, and it keeps getting pushed off to the next day.
So how long has it been delayed now? What, 3 days, 4 days?
Shit, it's 2 days past the latest expected date.
Oh, okay. I can see that only because of what how the mail system is. Like I was supposed to get something today, but it should be here tomorrow. And then, I mean, I've got a couple other items too that are kind of behind. So.
It was shipped FedEx.
Yeah, that FedEx is really good usually. So that's a little odd, but with everything going on.
What's up, Cornelius?
should have mine about paid off. Shit. Think it should. Yeah, it should be. Should be paid for, man. I'll be paying like I pay like $155 a month on my shit.
For the phone. I just got a. Mine was just unlocked. I got a GSM.
Yeah, I was. I had the phone previously. I had a Note 3, and I had that shit for fuck ever, man. And I had, you know how long a Note 3's been out. But anyway, I
Yeah.
had the opportunity to upgrade, and I wasn't looking necessarily into upgrading because I ain't gotta have the latest phone every year, like some people do. But the one I got now is the Galaxy S10 Plus. So I ended up getting a new phone, and of course it was like a $1,500 phone. So they gave me, I mean, it was a decent deal, man, because they gave me like $400 trading credit on my old phone. So I was like, hell, that's it's not bad. And then they gave me practically a free tablet, which I don't ever use. I need to charge it up and use it, but I just don't use it. But it's there if I need to. But it really only cost me $1 because they had a promotion going on because I had switched from I was with Metro, PCS, and then I switched over to Verizon because all I hear about is, oh, I got Verizon, I got great service. I'm like, all right, well, all these I've been hearing it for years. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to Verizon. Man, the last 2 months, fucking shitty service. I get like one bar in the house, bro, like no shit. And I'm just like, I gotta hold my phone up in the fucking like this, hold it up to be able to load a page. I'm like, dude, fucking serious? Like, come on, dude.
Wow.
I shouldn't have to be doing all that, bro. I was tempted to like, switch over to T-Mobile or
That's
somewhere.
crazy. I'm out. Shit, I'm kind of out in the country a little bit, man. My my shit's fine out here. Simple Mobile's great.
Hmm.
They use the same towers as T-Mobile. T-Mobile's a pretty good.
Well, yeah, that's I
So,
know like Metro went through T-Mobile towers and is part of T-Mobile, but I didn't think I'd really only it's been only the last couple months that really even had any service issues with Verizon, but the shit keeps up, man. I'm gonna end up switching because I ain't I'm trying, I can see if I'm in an area, usually like Harlem is usually a bad spot, for certain companies around here,
yeah.
cell phone wise, or if you get in those areas where it's like a dead zone, a lot of power lines and shit. But, this is weird, man. I've never had any trouble with other companies I've been with here, and I've been living in this house for shit for well over 15 years. So, almost damn near 20 years. So weird. But they
Uh,
launching that 5G shit too, and they there's a big uproar about it because it's affecting this type of piece of equipment they use on airplanes, and they're trying to keep them from putting the towers so close to the airports because it can cause major disruptions for a plane trying to land, like when they're trying to come in to land, take a landing, and
yeah.
yeah, all the airlines, all the major airlines have, basically got a hold of Biden, basically, allowing or letting them know, making him aware that hey, if y'all continue with this, it's going to cause some major disruptions. But you know, you, people tell you something, man, and it's going to fall on deaf ears. Hopefully, they do something about it because I know it's kind of already started in other places in other countries, and it started a little bit here, I'm sure, installing 5G towers, but I don't. I mean, I get the faster speed, man, but I don't know if you're doing something, you should have thought this shit through instead of all of a sudden now you having issues, from you're hearing issues from major infrastructure of the country, and you should already that should have already been pre-planned out. You should have been aware that that shit was gonna you know not you know it's going to cause disruptions to other pieces of equipment and in the country. So I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm still on 4G, so maybe that's my fucking problem. But what's up, M3?
Yeah, what up, M3?
I got my Johnny cap on today, so tell me to shut up whenever you need to.
You good? I'm just thinking about all the shit, man. I know I hear all the talk about the 5G towers, like messing with people the way, like even messing with us, man.
I done heard conspiracy theorists about the
You're
5G
electric, man. We are
causing,
electricity.
yeah, causing like well, you'd heard of what they call Havana syndrome,
Yeah.
sending out like fucking beeping noises and shit that it's some crazy shit, man.
What up, David? K Bonds too. I can't remember if I shouted you out, man. What up, K Bonds?
Yeah, it's cool though. Back on the toy talk though, when I was going through my figures earlier, I noticed that or at least plus I found out that they really didn't make that many Hong Kong variants that came out of produced out of Hong Kong for Mattel, and I've got a few figures that were got Hong Kong stamped on them, so I'm like, damn, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
And I got a Montana, the guy that his eyes, when you push the lever up, his eyes
yeah,
go
that was
down.
one of my favorites. Yeah,
Yeah, so I got a Mexico version with a black lever on his back, and then I've got a U.S. Taiwan version with a red lever on his back, painted lever. So that's pretty cool of all the different variants.
hey, my brother had made me. I used to love the Montana toy. I had that shit and I loved it. I loved
Oh,
that
I love the
fucking.
shit out of it. He was one of my favorites.
My brother had made me. They had like a old. I want to say it was like a sleeveless shirt with a V down the front of that shit. There's something. It was a white sleeveless shirt with a V going down the front, and he done drew it like with paint markers on the front of the shirt. But it
Yeah.
was ill. Like my brother is, or he was. I don't know if he still is or not. We ain't talked in forever. Long time, like 15, 20 years type shit. But he was the art editor for Wired magazine.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, yeah, like he's
Damn.
fucking fire with the drawing, man. This shit, he'll draw a picture of you and look like he took a picture of your ass for real.
Damn.
But he drew a picture of Montana on a shirt for me when I was a little kid. I used to love that shirt. I still got it in a little memory box.
Oh shit. Yeah,
Once I
that's
get to
awesome.
sorting through my shit, man, I'll bring out a bunch of the old kid stuff that I had. I don't have no toys, but I got little pictures and shit that people that he drew for me and I drew and shit.
That's like one of my biggest regrets. Like most people, man, I don't have anything from my childhood, but I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? It would be nice, but it just doesn't
Man,
always, go
I,
down like that.
I used to call myself designing video games and shit. I had little storyboards of characters in video games. We used to draw shoes. That was, man, I was fucking fired drawing shoes. I came up with some cool ass shoe designs. I need to shop them to somebody now, and I made them shits when I was like 6, 7 years old.
Well, I used to do comic strips. I used to make my own comic strips of like Garfield and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I love Garfield, and I don't have them anymore. I kind of wish I saved them. I had saved them for a long time, and just threw them out like dumbass. And I'm
yeah,
actually surprised that I kept anything at all. But I did keep my 2000X inspired Master of the Universe drawings I did. Of course, I drew them straight off the TV because I can't draw out of my head. But I'd pause the TV and draw them off the TV or whatever.
yeah.
And I've got like one with Orko and I've got one with Prince Adam and Cringer and a couple Orcos and a Cyclone, and turned out really good. Of course, I know I can draw good. I've been drawing off and on since about 1989, something like that. First thing I ever did was a out of the back of a comic. Actually, matter of fact, it was the very last splash page on the very back of a comic book, and it was Michelangelo. He was in the ocean and he was on an inner tube, holding a piece of pizza in his hand, like he's getting ready to eat it because he was like doing a selfie pose with it, and
Yeah.
his pieces of pizza was dripping off onto him. So I drew it right off the comic book.
It's easy. It's easier when you have something to to draw off of. Just coming up with a free idea off the top of your head is a lot more difficult.
I think the biggest thing I ever did was out of X-Men comic book, one of the X-Men Adventures from the '90s animated series. It was I think it was issue 2 or 3 or something like that. But anyway, it was the one where you might know it was issue 4 out of the Adventure series from Marvel Comics. But anyway, it was a big 2-page splash page of when they were fighting Magneto in that chemical factory.
DFS Infinite.
That shit was badass, dude. I took a lot of time drawing that shit. That shit was beautiful. I lost it too over time, but
Damn, man. Well, luckily I got a few of my shits. They're out in the crate. A crate out in
I got them over here. Dig them out here. Here's some like Toy Fair ads. I know you're probably familiar with the Toy Fair magazine, or at least it used to be a Toy Fair magazine. But I got like Tila.
Oh, okay.
Or it was an ad that they had in the Toy Fair magazine. And let's see. These were dated 2002, so that's Adam and Cringer.
Okay.
And then Orko.
Pretty damn good, man.
And Cyclone.
Fuck yeah.
I shouldn't have colored him, man. That's where I fucked up. But colored this one, I think it turned out really good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like I said, if I can draw out of my fucking head, I'd be even better. But I just can't do that. But, you know.
What up, Destro 777? Yeah, those shit's so good, man.
Yeah, I appreciate
Got
that.
some skills.
I've got one. I just can't find it right now. It was actually given to me by a member of He-Man.org. Actually, no, it's somewhere around here. I'll have to find it in a little bit, but he's one of the members that sent me something because I bought something from him. I have to find it when I get a second.
So shit, Hasbro Pulses tomorrow. I know G.I. Joe ain't your thing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I still like to hear, you know what I mean, what they're doing. I do, you know, keep an eye on everything. At least I try to anyway.
So I think the rumor is like 3 G.I. Joe reveals.
That's what I'm hearing. Yeah.
And I mean, logistically, it's got to be like
y'all could probably guess more easier than I could because y'all that's all y'all do predominantly is it's all Joe fans, so y'all can probably.
I'm gonna guess Zorana, Crimson Guard, and
somebody said it was gonna be unless I was tripping, it was a Scarlet repaint. Another Scarlet repaint with something included.
Oh, not Scarlet again, not again.
Yeah, it's hard to say, man. It's y'all could, like I said, guess it better than I could, you know, because I don't collect Joes, but
And it might be it could be the card back shit because they're talking about going back retro, you know, the card backs or whatever.
They need to. I mean, I think that would be badass. You know, not saying that the what they're doing now is necessarily bad, but you know, just from me, you know, from what I can see, you know, what I've witnessed from it. But you know, that it's, you know, the retro cards are always cool, man. You know, because I've got, you know, Mattel has done it, you know, previously, and Super 7 has done, you know, those red, you know, very well known Motu card backs, you know, when they did Master of the Universe.
What's up?
Yeah, I got to go to that doctor's appointment in the morning, so hopefully the weather won't be too bad.
Man, I don't think it is. What is
it?
It's
hopefully not.
49 right now.
You know, really. Yeah, I hadn't checked it in a little bit here.
I think it's gonna be Stalker, Zorana, and Crimson Guard.
You're probably right. I have been hearing Mindbender, Dr. Mindbender for quite a while now, off and on.
I think the Tomax and Zaymot, they're gonna save that for a second. But I think they're gonna show the Crimson Guard. They're trying. They know this army building shit, man.
Yeah,
people people buying whole cases. That's why they snuck gung ho in there. They're trying to clear out old stock of gung ho, slide
Yeah,
in
I mean,
with the bats and shit.
probably so, man, because they
We got
evidently
triple
had a
DXX3.
ton of gung ho, evidently.
What up, MIS?
What's up, Triple D?
How's it going, guys?
Another
think,
day in paradise.
I think we're going to see a Tiger Force Duke tomorrow.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah, I saw that somebody posted that.
It would make sense. It would make sense for them to do that.
I'm still in the dark about what number 40 is going to be.
I think the Crimson Guard is a strong possibility of getting revealed tomorrow because it's going to be Cobra Commander's body with just a different head on it.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they won't give y'all the stiff one, man, and mess y'all over by trying to give y'all a damn re-release or of any kind, whether it be a repaint or one y'all have already had. Because I can't. In some aspects, maybe it's okay, but most of the majority of the time, at least for my sake, I don't really care for repaints and rehashes.
That Tiger Force shit makes sense. It gives Target an exclusive, and then maybe Crimson Guard would be a Target too because he's red.
I don't think it's going to be I think it's going to be a regular release, isn't it? I think.
He's red. He's real red.
He's red.
That's all I got to say. He's real red.
Of course, ain't nothing wrong with a stiff one in M3. And,
He's real red, man. So I think.
Yeah, I think that's all Target really cares about is the army builders because they know they can sell every one of them. That's why the exclusives.
I guess I'm kind of salty, man, in a way, but part of me, I guess, is my wallet is screaming hell yeah for right at the time being because they haven't released any type of army builder Master Universe yet.
So,
as far as Revelation goes.
I got him.
Bumblebee.
BB.
Nice.
Finally found him.
That damn. So it makes it's up in the air now whether or not they're gonna have the deluxe triclot or
Just
trap
between
jaw.
Aussie. So I'm glad.
King
Over
Rachel
with.
Gonna be probably Target exclusive.
Whole build. Don't have to worry about it now.
Oh man, action figure. I hope that's not the case. He said, "Watch him show no classified. It'll just be O-rings." No, don't do that.
Oh,
man.
Or they'll pull out 3 3/4 figures.
I think they got like some retro stuff they're going to show us too. That it's Walmart exclusives.
The 3/4s, they're still doing with the 3/4s. I thought they were taking a pause on it.
I think it's going to be like.
The O-ring.
Can't really say. I don't know what size it is, but I've heard people say they're going to show some of the card-backed classifieds, and that's possibly going to be part of a retro series too. I know Walmart wants another exclusive bad.
I bet they do. Yeah, Joe's one of the hottest ones right now.
Yeah, anything that doesn't stay on the shelves, they want that shit.
Hell yeah, and they don't. Unless it's Cobra Commander, Scarlet, or the movie shit.
Except for the fucking Eternals, which will sit on the fucking shelf for an eternity.
There's still shelf warming here.
Oh yeah.
You can't even use the
I'm
parts.
going to just get limbs and that's it. Otherwise, I couldn't give a two hoots about the Eternals.
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh, God.
Gibbs don't even have none. He don't
I've
even
had more
want
use out of Shang-Chi figure.
I see.
Yeah, you can't use the arms
Hell no.
for nothing or something. You can't use them for nothing.
I seen
I'll
one of
probably
the
use
figures today. Looks pretty good, but I didn't
come with the Stiltman second Stiltman I got. That's about it. Otherwise, the only two that are in to me are any worth getting at all would be that Fina one and the Cersei. They're the two best looking ones out of the whole lot.
I don't even think I'd want them on clearance.
Yeah, they were like $4.99.
Shit, $1. It's $1.
That's all.
Hey, how about 50 cents?
I'll buy that for $1.
My
I'll go one
kid,
bit. I'll go $0.25.
$0.25.
my kids never said they were cool. My kids never said they were cool when we're looking around.
Hey, these
Yeah.
ones are better.
Yeah.
It's all right. They're all right.
Better than Eternals.
Better than the Eternals.
I'd admit that.
That's the Newport. That's the Newport Stain Swarm Shadow.
Fucking
It's only,
Neo
I
Shadow.
don't see what ones.
the only damn
What up on
Marvel
his
I
Instagram?
care about was that one Kaz got me, which is the newest robe that they came out with.
What up, Cammy?
Yes, I can't go for it.
I didn't catch it.
I've been trying to do a little bit of it.
He's doing a collab that's gonna, I think it drops tomorrow or Saturday. I can't remember. Fist of Fury. It's got like 30 people in it.
On
The
his
biggest
eye.
one he's ever done. So keep your eyes open for that. I think Crunchy Cheeto, he's in it. Deadman Juan's in it. There's a whole bunch of people in it. Everybody that we know.
Yeah.
Skydrow's in it.
Oh,
What is everybody in?
So it's a collab. It's a toy photography collaboration, and they're gonna drop it
I've done
tomorrow.
those before.
Yeah,
Check
but
that
he's got a bunch of really good photographers in it, and they all just, I think they take like one picture each of the Fist of Fury is the theme.
Okay.
Pretty cool little thing he's doing. He brought up he had a big live tonight. He probably, I think the most people I saw in it while I was in it was like 29 or 30, but which is pretty good.
Really?
But yeah, he's doing that tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Cammy, is that right? Is it tomorrow or is it Saturday?
What up,
Cammy
kid?
was there.
Kid with the Kung Fu grip. What's up, brother?
What's up, kid?
Hey, kid. Oh, what was it? One of my recent ones on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
I got him in Snake Mountain sitting on a throne with a briefcase of money open at his feet.
Yeah, that
And they're
shit's
pretty
cool.
good. So, Kaz, you want to do that? You want to do the whole quick look thing if you want? Up to you.
A picture with money at his feet.
Yeah, Cammy says she thinks it's tomorrow too. They're gonna do that collab.
Tomorrow's a big day. Shit, boy. The fan first
Yeah.
shit, trying to work a job.
I haven't been to work. I haven't been to work since Monday. I think I got COVID and I just fucking wrote it out.
My kids get out at 12:15 tomorrow, so I got to stop midday to get them from school and shit, man. Why are they even going? Like, if y'all ain't in Georgia, y'all don't understand what. Like,
Oh, I'm in Oregon. I understand.
yeah,
There's so many cases right now.
send them for a half day. Put me out on the road that you don't want your buses driving on. Just tell them to stay home. Just tell them to stay home, and I ain't got to get up until 9 o'clock. Shit, it's Friday. Got to take the kids to school for a couple hours, and then go pick them back up. That's gonna throw a monkey wrench in the day.
No, it's like this ain't fucking kindergarten.
Yeah. Shit.
Supposed to babysit them all day.
Damn, K-Ball said he had COVID a couple times. Shit, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm on the tail end of it now.
Well, God
Today's
bless
the first
you.
day I've felt any kind of okay.
I'm just glad I ain't had
Oh,
it.
people are being idiots down here.
I
When they
feel
get
bad.
it, they go out and about and they won't stay home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, people
Couldn't do
don't
anything
care
but
about
lay on the fucking couch.
I've had some bad feelings, but I attributed it to just being tired, just being fatigued and overworked. I don't think I never had sinus problems or nothing like that.
Nor have
So,
I.
I think I've died. I don't think I've had COVID. If I did, I had that shit at the beginning. I was super sick before they even started talking about it on the news. We were all like dying around this house.
Yeah, because that was it was
That was the
February.
beginning.
when
Yeah,
my
no,
dad
I was.
passed away.
I think I had it at the very fucking start of it too.
I possibly could have. I may have even had it because, like I said it last night to Kaz. I was sick the week of my dad's funeral. He died in February of 20, and I felt like shit, dude. I felt like somebody had their foot on my chest. I couldn't breathe. Like that was the worst I ever felt as far as that part of it goes. But I pulled through it. You know what I mean?
I don't be having a choice when I get sick, man. I just feel like I can't die. Like I have to. Like it's too many people. That shit be in my head. Like no matter how bad I feel, it's like, oh man, if Kaz don't get up and get out there and do something, then this is gonna happen or this is gonna happen. It's like a snowball for everybody else. So I'm like, I gotta get my ass up and do it.
Oh,
Well, I'm feeling all right.
I'll be out there hot. Like when I'm sick, I'll be hanging over the steering wheel and shit, driving.
that's how I normally am too. But man, this and I'm a production supervisor, and both of my crews have been. I got calls from one of my team leaders today and from the production manager. Like, are you all right? When are you coming back?
Yeah.
I told him,
I don't want you to stop.
Yeah, it's really bad for people who have underlying health conditions. So it's like diabetes and I forgot there was a whole list of different ones I'd read in an article from an actual, legit doctor, legit, physicians. Sure, you can find it online, but obviously, I would think common sense. Asthma would be, if you got really bad asthma, would be a big deal. Overweight, if you're obese.
Hey, kid.
what up, kid?
Chilling, man.
I'm feeling a lot better though, man. I got my doctor's appointment in the morning, so.
What up, y'all?
Hope we go good, man.
Yeah, hope we get better. I'll find out if I had it in like 3 days because I had to go take a test because I have to take my wife in for a colonoscopy.
Yeah.
So everybody has to
Everything's
test.
been easy breezy for her.
Yeah, if I can figure out what's going on with because I know it's sinus related. Why I feel dizzy all the time, like lightheaded, like off kilter. I'd be all right, man, because that shit just bugs me, man, and nags me, man, all throughout the day, and it's like it don't stay with me entirely, like a total of 24 hours. It just comes and goes. But the fact that it's a lot, like it stays, and it doesn't go away for very long. That's just what bothers the hell out of me, man, because it don't make me fall over or feel like I'm a blackout or pass out, but I have blacked out twice before for some unknown reason. But
You take vitamins?
Huh?
You take vitamins?
No, I do not.
You should.
Probably help, man. I don't either.
I take vitamins every day.
Man,
Probably should. Something I could look into because, like I said, I finally got an actual doctor now.
Definitely keep vitamin C in your system.
Yep, vitamin C. Try some B12. Try some D3.
Yeah.
C, D3, and B12 are the main ones that I do. And then I do fish oil too, and I think that'd probably help you a lot too because it's got a lot of homeopathic qualities.
Also,
and I noticed I found out
is magnesium deficient, so
yeah, magnesium would be a good one too.
I know. I recall when I had
Bet you
low potassium.
You might.
Yeah. All you gotta do is put
to be lightheaded.
a lot of butter, scraping the Vegemite over it, mix it in with the butter on toast, and it's good. I don't know why everyone decides to go whole hog and put a whole lot of it on there.
Yeah.
That's just gonna really take it off you. It's got some of your vitamins in you, on your B12 and so forth.
That's if
Yeah, I
you're
might.
not getting the whole.
You know, they recommended me to a heart doctor, but they didn't claim that I had any necessarily heart problems, but at all. But they said it was a recommendation. But I'm hoping they can give me some answers because it really only started since I've had all these issues in the last month. You know, I mean, I was getting dizzy at work before, but it was only rarely. You know, it was like every so often. It wasn't like consistent, and it wouldn't happen to me literally every day. But it's just now, it's just like, dude, I just can't shake it. You know, and there's times where I feel like I can't breathe because I've got all that sinus pressure right here, and
That's
nowhere.
probably what it is right there.
Yeah, it's nowhere near as bad as it was.
Connected to your ear, and if your ear's fucked up, that's where your equilibrium is.
Yep.
Because your sinuses are connected to your ears. I've just barely gotten started on this.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Ooh, going red eyes or gold? What?
No eyes yet. Not on the guy or the snake, but because I'm gonna get my magnifying glass out and get it just right.
Yeah.
Just getting started with the top coat. Haven't even finished the back, but I'm gonna do like a green metallic wash in all of the scales.
Right.
So it's gonna look it's gonna pop. It's gonna look good.
You got
I
the
see the
body.
vision, man.
No, I don't have a body yet. I haven't decided what to do for a body yet.
Somebody said Rey Mysterio, a WWE figure, Rey Mysterio, that the body's perfect for it. It's like a snake. Was it Rey Mysterio? What did they say? He's got like a snake.
I think it is a Mysterio.
He's got a snake outfit, and they say it's perfect for that shit. You'd still have to come up with the shoulder snakes or whatever.
I got the shoulder snakes. I have that dialed out.
Somebody said it was a WWE that he's got like a snake suit or some shit, or a green suit or some shit.
I'll have to go look. I seen somebody did this head with like the pants and the cape and the bare chest. It looks pretty good. But I want the full garb. Or at least
the only problem with the WWE ones is getting one that has an actual ball joint.
The head,
because usually they're like almost like a telephone pole kind of look.
Yep.
Like a little nub shit, a nub or something. It's not a ball joint. WWE, Mattel, Rey Mysterio, and something. Yep, here we go, Bullwinkle. Bullwinkle knows what I'm talking about.
Samoa Joe Elite Action. I'll check it out. Thank you.
Yep.
You can even get one of those shelf warming ones. Grab a gung ho and do it that way you want.
Yeah.
There's another option.
Oh shit, we got Major Blood on some IPA beers.
I seen Storm Shadow too.
Oh shit! They got beer
because he's meant to be like because he's got the DNA of Sergeant Slaughter in him. He should be a bit more bulked up.
Yeah,
really look like he could knock someone flat, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll pull it up real quick.
What's another one? Cottonmouth.
Maybe I don't know.
Cottonmouth and Toxin are those big, bulky bodies.
Maybe
any one of those could work.
What's his name? I ain't even familiar with these motherfuckers.
If I get kicked here,
it's an idea.
Aquaman.
My kid's overriding the freaking Wi-Fi.
Shit. What was the name of it? Samoa Joe Elite.
Samoa Joe.
I'm gonna pull it up. WrestleMania moment. Is that the one?
WrestleMania 35. Too
Yeah.
fat.
I'm not sure if this is 35. Oh, okay. I can see why they say that's a good one, huh? All right, I gotta share it with shit. Which means I gotta try it.
Looking for the link.
Hold on, I'm share screen window. Bam. There they are.
Oh yeah, I can see why too.
Yeah,
Yeah, just a joint.
feels kind of slim.
Do you have Mysterio out the package? Do they have a picture of him out the package?
Let's see, shall we? Nope, not out of the package. Let's do this here. Copy it, take it to Google, and search, do images. There we go.
Yeah, definitely looks like it.
Like he's a Roman gladiator.
Hmm.
Yeah, but you gotta paint over all that shit. It's not like it's his suit. It's not like it's like his cape. You see how his cape has dimension to it? His
Yep.
suit is just paint. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
His cape is sick.
I need a paper. I need a paper with a pen.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm working on it.
It looks like the only thing you have to worry about is just the head.
Yeah, I don't know about that figure right there. Plus, he's short and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he is short. I mean, he is short.
And
in
that's
real
what I
life.
was saying about the as I was saying about the gung ho figure.
Yeah, I'd rip his damn head off and rip his hands off and use the rest of the body and try to see if we can put the Contour head on it and repaint the cape.
Yeah, there's gonna be plenty of gung hos available here shortly.
Hmm. Yeah, if I could get a couple of gung hos, I know I'd be switching out the heads on them.
Let me see.
Oh, that's easy to take.
I want some money. I do.
Pretty decent little starting point, though, I guess.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you can go without the legs, but I mean it's really up in the air, however you want to do it. That's the cool thing about damn,
Just
kit bash and stuff.
Yep. You can make it all your own.
Mhm.
What up, Raw Talk?
I can use
Hey, Raw Talk.
Hey, Raw, I sent you a message on Instagram, man. Whenever you get time, man, I sent it a couple days ago. When you popped on the other night, I was kind of thinking you might have saw it. I checked the message. I checked, and I guess you didn't see it yet.
Hey, put look at this right here. I mean, I'm not doing it, but you got this right here.
The Aquaman shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rip
So
his
he's
head
gold
off.
already, and he got hints of green in there. Like, yeah, it's damn near like you're halfway the fuck there. You know what I mean?
It's soft goods too, right?
Huh?
That's a one. That's a what? Is that a Mezco?
DC Comics 112 collective 6-inch action
Oh.
figure. Justice League.
Okay.
Aquaman.
All right.
That looks good.
Yeah, it looks good on.
That's what I was gonna do
What do you
with
think
my
on
shit,
some
but
things about that? All right.
we'll see how it goes. These motherfuckers is costing some cash, B. You know what I mean?
The customs always cost like 4 or 5 times more than you'd buy the regular one.
And closing and shit with these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, right.
Like,
What do you think I stick to this side?
I've had people ask me how much I wanted for those twins. I'm like, shit, I got $200 in them right now.
yeah, I'm like the body cost. What?
Look at my face.
Hey, Taz, you throw up another copy of the link. I think Raw wanted in
Oh,
a few minutes
Okay.
ago.
Yeah, in 3 and raw.
Hold on, I put.
So I'm waiting on
You lost somebody.
my
Yeah, Triple D.
Hit my hip.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Slaughter's body is in Jersey now. I'm just waiting for him to come to the house. That motherfucker costs over $100. Shit, just the body.
Yeah, that's crazy. That ain't even like a full figure. And that's crazy.
I'm just missing the fucking head, legs. I mean, not head, boots, camouflage pants, whistle. Listen, man. This motherfucking boots.
Yep.
This fucking black tank top.
Yep.
This motherfucking belt.
Hmm.
A motherfucking whistle.
Yeah.
Motherfucking hat.
There you go.
Waiting on his fucking waiting on his
Ow!
What the hell just happened?
Didn't
waiting
feel
on
good
his
or whatever it was.
glasses and his fucking head.
Yeah.
That shit ran me up a little bit, man.
Is the Serpentor more?
Yeah, because it's based on a predator body. Now the predator body stands taller than most.
Oh.
So it might be 13-inch, right?
We got L3. What's up, man?
Happy Thursday, gentlemen.
Yes,
What's up, bro?
Happy National Cheese Day, everyone.
Hey, what's up with that? What is National Cheese Day besides the obvious?
Action figure expert is the one that brought it up.
Nice.
He's a national holiday expert too, because I ain't know nothing about no damn cheese day.
Every day is something. Every day.
Yeah.
What's up, Motu King? Giga Shock?
What's going on in 3?
Kid?
What up?
Hey man, I just got your I know you already know, but just let everybody else know I got that Serpentor t-shirt from your brother, man. It looks fucking dope. Sonic Way, man.
Dope.
I haven't had any luck with the large size. They shrink in the fucking wash, so I'm gonna see how his does. I'm gonna probably get an extra large coming up pretty quick because all my larges kind of take a size down, and then they're too high up and they shrink up on my arms and shit, you know.
Your shit really shrink, man. I've got a bunch of shirts from him.
Yeah.
Cotton M3 or
Yeah, I think he's using next level tees, so they don't have much shrinkage. So you might be good. Maybe a size up. I'm gonna just say a size up just to be safe.
Yeah. Huh.
I mean, I don't know how you wear your shit unless you want to be fucking Joe, the fucking tight shirt guy.
Well, it's like not too tight because then it's like obviously too tight, just tight enough, you know, where it kind of like tucks up, you know. But these are the Ralph Bednarski shirts, and they've been holding up in the wash about 3-4 times. They haven't shrunk at all, so they come down really well. So it's cool.
A lot of time it typically depends on what type of material they're made out of and whether or not you dry your clothes on a low, like a delicate dry. Because if you dry them on a normal dry, they're going to definitely shrink up on you. I've had shirts shrink up.
Yeah. See, this shirt has been through the gamut, and I don't give a shit. Like, you know what I mean? I don't iron the motherfucker. I put it in with the regular wash and let him dry it. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, I usually don't give a shit either.
Crack,
But if
you know
it's
what I
like
mean?
a shirt I like, you know, and it's shrinking up, that pisses me off. You know, I've got a couple of He-Man shirts that are kind of shrinking on me.
Yeah, check it out, Jeezy Creasy.
Hmm.
Here's my my air drying, my t-shirts right there and shit, man.
Yeah, or you can air dry them. Yeah, that's another good way.
Then they don't fucking shrink up or nothing.
Yeah, definitely.
But see, I got them in all sizes. So
Right.
once I go down, I got them in that size.
So I got your brother on an
I
exclusive.
got that size. You know what I mean?
How tall are you, kid?
Huh?
How tall are you?
5'11".
That's nice.
5'11". Okay. Giga Shock, how tall are you?
6'2".
Motherfucker, man.
You would think he's like fucking 5'8".
Yeah. 6'2". You a big boy, man.
Hey, one of my brothers is taller than me, about 6'4".
Wow.
Damn. Is that there he is. Raw
There
talk,
he is.
man.
What's happening? What's going on, everybody?
Hey, man, I saw your customs today. I can't believe that. They right back in the box, perfectly secured back in. I can't believe that, man. I don't know if you saw my post, but I was like, yo, send those to fucking Hasbro. Just give them a little taste. Give them a taste.
Just experimenting, man. You know,
Don't send the extra ones. Just send them a picture.
Yeah. They probably see them. You know, okay.
So how do you now? I know you've probably talked about it before, but I was real curious on a lot of you guys do the customs. You take them all apart, individually paint the leg, and then put them back together, or do you kind of just like so? If you like bend the hip up, can you see the white line? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, let me show you something real quick.
that's fucking a lot of fucking work, man.
What I've been doing for the most part has been dyeing the action figure, since this is like technically a white base.
Yeah.
So it takes to a lot of synthetic dyes differently because there's different types of plastic on one figure. So it takes to different dyes.
Now, do you know the type of plastic that Hasbro uses? Like Kaz knows what he prints with, and S3D Steve, he knows what he prints with. Do you know what Hasbro injection molds with? Like what's it called? ABS or?
I have no idea.
No shit. Okay, because it seems like some plastics will absorb a dye in a paint better than others, right?
Yeah, let me give you a better example. This one I just muddied them up. I just put a wash on them.
Let me hit it. I'm gonna show you. There you go.
Yeah, I just put a wash on this guy, so he's crazy, dirty.
Man, it looks better just with the wash.
Yeah. The jacket is definitely different tone than the chest, correct?
This piece right here is different from the rest of the plastic. This is some type of plastic. This is also different. The belt and stuff is different. It's weird how they put it together, and I think they do that because they want the actual, you know, the posability and the flex for the character.
What's up, Illmatic?
Hey, Illmatic.
Let me okay, let me give you a better.
You know what you gotta do, E? You gotta put the corresponding picture and shit. So you gotta flip the picture on the side.
What are you talking about?
You see how you got all your customs in the box, but the same picture on the side? You gotta flip that picture to color the custom.
I ain't got to do that, man. Shit. I'm home, man.
Hey, Raw Talk, you do what your older brother tells you, man.
Man, that's my little brother. He the little one. He listen to me.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so the little brother gotta fall in line, right?
Yeah.
I know. I just fuck with you.
He knows how my fist tastes. You know what I'm saying?
You know how my foot tastes, man. Don't fuck
He's
around with me.
big bro.
You know what I'm saying? So with this character, you could tell like I used like a brown for this guy, but the brown didn't take to this. So
okay.
You know, I just put a wash over it and then just put the symbol on it.
The brown took to his head for sure. I could see the brown.
Yeah, it took to the head, but I also put a wash on it to make it darker.
All right.
So Yeah.
Where's your lab at? Where you fuck with all this stuff at?
Man, I use pots and pans, bro, in my kitchen.
No shit.
Yeah, I just messing around and stuff like that. And in here, I have my art supplies and stuff like that, and different things. And I'll just tinker away. You know, I just dye the action figure, and then once it dries off, I come in here and start messing with stuff.
That's nuts, bro. Who'd have thought of dye? You use the stuff for the laundry. It's DYE.
Yeah, the Rick. It's called Rick. Actually, it's called Rick.
Put that bacon in the refrigerator too, and bring me a soda.
Oh, let me ask you before you.
Hold on, I'm gonna get the bottle real quick. Hold on, I'll be right back.
What were you say, kid?
I was gonna ask before he actually puts the dye on those plastics. Does he try to like alcohol the finish off?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? The factory finish. They have either like a oil to like something is on those figures.
Right.
It's like there's something that you gotta get off.
Rit, yeah, that's what I was talking
about. More, but I get the synthetic kind because that adheres to like the plastics and the rubbers. You know.
Yo, E, before you drop them in the dye, do you like wipe them down with alcohol or something to get like that finish off? Or
no, I haven't been doing that. I just drop them in.
No pre-cleaning necessary.
No, I mean if you want to, you can, but I don't. I just like fuck it.
Now, did you come
from the water just boils and stuff?
Did you come up with that yourself, or did you kind of like see some DIY dude do it, or?
Yeah, I don't know if it was Animal Mother Customs or somebody was speaking on it, and they were like, like even with your guns and stuff like that, like for instance, Beachhead's guns, they were green. I'm like, who the fuck goes around with a green gun? Like, I don't understand that unless you, huh?
Firefly goes around with a green gun.
I'm saying, like, if you want it a little bit more realistic, you know what I mean? So I just dropped it in the black dye, and dyed all his weaponry.
I don't even get that dye could then dye the fucking plastic. It's weird. It seems like it's only a material thing. That's crazy.
I dyed the blade, and then I put the chrome on it. The chrome marker.
I dropped these boots. These boots were tan, right? But they still fucking tan. I dropped these in black for I'll say 20 minutes and shit. But it
didn't hold.
It got dark, but I think I might either need to up the intensity of how much dye is in the water.
Yeah.
I put the whole bottle.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but like
I need to go black actually.
For boots, as you know, like you get a little fucking dab of that Krylon, hella quick, and then let them dry. I mean, I know you know, but
the Krylon works too.
Yeah,
the only thing with the Krylon, like it depends on the nozzle, because the different nozzles is sprayed. Yeah. And if he sprays it too much, it added, those drips.
To just put a
I
base.
used to have those problems when I sprayed on the wall, like
hit it with the black.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to fully dye it first because I tried to dye this shit. This shit was green at one time. This backpack right here was green.
That's a cool looking color right there.
Really cool. I just keep it in long enough.
Man, I'm gonna call you guys the Custom Brothers and shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a novice. I just started this, trying to get into it.
Imagine you keep going, man. Both you guys, especially with that Viper that you did, fucking kid, man. Shit. Motu King, you fuck with any customs like painting or anything?
Nah, but I plan on starting.
Good, yeah. Seems like a good, solid little fucking hobby and shit, It
is, especially when I currently have a little bit of time on my hands, at least for the next month, at least.
Yeah,
it's definitely a stress reliever.
I'm not even gonna ask Gigaswap. This motherfucker's a custom king and shit, man. Everything he touches.
And it's just
custom.
mostly popping and swapping. That's all I do.
That's so cool, bro. So cool.
So if you notice, right? So we'll be on for like 3 hours here, right? That motherfucker done made 7 customs in those 3 hours. He should have if he had all the toys, he would have like 600 customs already.
All swap.
If I had the money for that kind of thing, yeah. I'd be doing a lot more big ones if I could find all the parts.
Yeah, I just really been doing a lot of restoring and fixing figures recently for the most part. But trust me, I'm gonna dabble into it because there's some customs I'd like to do.
You got a garage, Motu King, or you got like a?
Nah, I pretty much do everything here in the room. You know, I'm like them. You know, I do everything in the house. If, you know, whatever I got to do. So unless I got to go outside or something.
Yeah, I got a garage, but it's not fixed up and it's cold as a motherfucker.
Well, you're really you guys got to deal with the weather out there. So right now it's really cold, right? So
yeah,
dying is a really better thing. Yeah.
I know you good, brother.
I mean, I get one of those cheap pots from like the let's say the dollar store, say like Dollar General or something like that. The steel pots, the cheap ones, and then I boil with that. That's it. Put it on my stove. You put the dye in, and then you put a little bit of dish detergent in. Let it boil. You know, and then what I do, like with especially with Storm Shadow, his eyes. So what I do is hot glue gun, and I put the hot glue over his eyes. It seals it off. I let it dry, and it seals it off.
Okay.
So then, what I also do, I don't keep the water boiling too much. I'll let it get to a boil, then I let it stop, and then I throw him in. Because as he cools down, it won't melt the eyes and won't bleach, color the eyes or dye the eyes.
You know, the first thing that came to my mind was a little bit of Vaseline. But once you're going in water and really hot, the Vaseline would just dissipate and fucking. I didn't even think hot glue. You just peel that shit right off and shit.
The hot glue, yeah.
Damn, see that's some good novice tips, man. For being a novice, you know what I mean?
I just try to figure things out, man, and then I go and I search on YouTube for different customizers and get little tips. Like I was painting these guys with the regular gloss acrylic paint, but then I was like, nah, let me dye it, and anything I don't dye, let me see what I can do with a marker, with like a paint marker, like an acrylic paint marker. Because you can get in the fine lines and different things like that. Whereas if you have a paintbrush, sometimes that shit can go haywire on you, and you'll be like angry that you just went over something you didn't want to. So, I invest in some paint markers and stuff. And,
you use Amazon and shit like a motherfucker?
Sometimes Amazon, or I'll just go down to Hobby Lobby because I got a Hobby Lobby near me and the Michaels. Either one, I'll go there, get what I need, out.
Yeah, you can pretty much get anything at Michael's, man. Michael's is like a one-stop shop.
Yeah. You go in there, I wanted to show you also, because you see how I show you inside? So when you was asking about the inside.
Oh yeah. It's all dyed out. Yeah.
No, it's not all dyed out. I don't think you can see it well, but.
Oh yeah. Look at that. I see
it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So it'll catch some, but not all.
Not even enough to fucking. Right.
Yeah.
But about that on
as long as it's like this, as long as it's just like this, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get too much into it. But
well, I mean, if you want to, you can always cover that a little bit up if you really OCD about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
But if you can't see it, then why worry about it? You know what I mean?
Hey, the one we're sending to Hasbro, we can get OCD on.
I know, right?
I ain't sending nothing to Hasbro. They better send shit to me. We're waiting on shit already, everybody.
I know, right?
You ain't lying.
So,
Let me see those.
Huh?
Not bloody likely.
Yeah, see, like this guy
We
here.
won't see that kind of thing going on.
stop. That's ridiculous, bro. Stop it.
That shit's tight.
Thanks.
This is badass, man.
I don't get
just
it, man.
bugged out. I mean, it was crispier.
It could look a
And then
little
all
better.
It was crispier, but then I messed around and just said, yo, let me just weather this stuff and let me just go crazy and get sloppy on it.
I think you could make it a little better.
Huh?
I think it should look a little better.
Yeah, just like your face. But,
Hold it.
Don't listen to him, kid.
Storm Shadow.
Don't listen to him, kid. You're a good-looking motherfucker, man.
They are truly brothers. They are truly brothers.
Hey, that's dope. I enjoy the whole fucking differentiate or what do you call it? Variant. You got 6. Is it 6 total or 5?
I think it's 6. 6.
Shit, man. You got names for each one of them?
Oh yeah.
They're just regular like ninja troopers.
Just him with different fucking. What's your next little project there?
The next one will be maybe some more Snake Eyes.
What about troopers? Are troopers a little bit too expensive, too hard to come by to get them going down, or?
To customize them, not that. I mean, some guys do it, but it's just like I only use a blank canvas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like other colors, it'd be hard, and I don't want to paint over stuff. I'm like,
I forgot.
It's just this guy is cheap out there. I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? He's in abundance. Let me go crazy and just get him and just, hook him up.
And he's all white to start with and shit.
Yeah. So
like a blank canvas.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
I'm gonna do the same thing with the other Storm Shadow. When the next one starts dropping, we'll do the same thing with him.
You could use silly putty as well to block off if you need to paint, like say you're brushing and shit, you want to block off a face or something.
That's a good idea. Where the fuck do you see silly putty at, man?
I've been watching, man. I'm a fucking expert in the mind. I've been watching fucking painting, fucking tutorials and shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Fuck up my guys and shit.
But I got my guy today.
Too expensive to fuck up.
Hey kid, what's your next custom, bro?
I got my guy.
The Steel Brigade or
Armor
Spider Armor Mark 1.
Mark 1, the armor, man. The next one I gotta get is the crimson one, the real armor, the armor spider. The one with the golden arms and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a Walmart pickup or is that a Target?
That's a Target pickup.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that was at Target. Dudes was coming in left and right. Like, I got in there at 8 o'clock. I'm walking. Then I seen one of the homies. He's a Hot Wheels guy, so he collects shit. And he was talking and walking to the thing. I'm seeing dudes, phew, 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 and then dudes coming from around the corner. They all had this. I was like, oh, shit. Fucking around talking.
Yep.
But when I went around, I had 3 more. So
you could.
I just want, the other Ben Riley, Hobgoblin, Shocker. I just want to, because I started that collection with these card backs. So I have, almost all of them except for the newer wave that just right here.
Well, everybody picked that motherfucker up today. Everybody seems to have picked them up today.
Yeah, they dropped. Like yesterday, day before yesterday, the guy told me, yo, you know what I'm saying? They had a Hobgoblin. I'm like, fuck. Okay. I gotta find him at another Target.
That's Web of Spider-Man, right? That ain't amazing. That's web, right?
No, it's not even the web.
Those are like the Toy Biz
the Toy Biz ones. But I mean, if you're going off of comics,
yeah,
I think it's the web of Spider-Man. Some of them are the web. Some of them are.
He's a web of spectacular.
Yeah,
that ain't amazing. Definitely not amazing, but maybe spectacular or web.
Yeah, moderately fine.
These are cool. I mean, I said, just can't. I like these card backs because I know what I'm going to do with them once I, really get busy on my space and everything. I'm going to hang them up. Like,
yeah,
these
motherfuckers in boxes when they display better flat with that flat.
Yeah, but that's why Hasbro's changing all of theirs to this because it's less plastic, better for the environment. So they're gonna have them all like this. Even the Joe's gonna be the same thing. So, I mean, it's a good deal, and they got the art for it, and we don't need to deal with this. And then the clamshell, all this crazy jazz.
Yeah,
I mean, once you open it, it's open, but
you're spending more money on the fucking boxing than the fucking figure.
Well, it called
actually, yeah.
That's what happens with perfume and shit. Yeah. So if you were to go to a place where they have it unboxed, buy it unboxed, you'll fucking spend $30
less. Yeah, but that's where I think Hasbro's listening to most of us because a lot of us like that inbox stuff. So like, Raw Talk, when I saw your pictures of them still in the fucking box after you painted them, I thought that was dope. I would have those up on the wall, still in the box. I don't need to take them out. They're fucking dope. You know what I mean?
It would look better if you fucking had the motherfucker on the fucking side the same color. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go out,
you mean like this? What do you mean on what side?
Oh, you see the picture of Storm Shadow, the motherfucker's nicotine white on the front. You gotta put, if he's fucking yellow inside, put the motherfucker yellow inside.
Man,
go to the fucking box. That's what I'm saying.
Look, man.
Hey, trying to.
He wants to go the extra mile.
Yeah, what I'm saying? This was a spur of the moment. I was on the run.
Shit.
I was on the run with it. Fuck all that. I'm good.
Well, Mattel caught me off guard with they did how they're doing the Masterverse packaging. I mean, it looks great, but they caught me off guard because they used to release everything on the old school bubble cards like those Toy Biz style cards. But I'm not, it is what it is. I don't dislike them. I just so used to regular, carded figures, but it's a change. It's something different.
Exactly.
It gives them a chance to hike that motherfucking price up, man. Don't get it twisted. They ain't doing it.
They're hiking the prices up because the plastic is expensive because oil is expensive.
Yeah, short supply too. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that's why the prices are going up because once oil goes up, because you need oil to make all this stuff, it's gonna happen.
They're pushing for the electric cars and shit.
And you need oil to drive it around in the trucks.
Yeah.
So Spirit, what's his name was out already.
Steve joining in. What up, Steve?
Yo.
Hey, what's happening?
Steve, what's happening?
Hey, it's me.
What's up, Viper Pit?
Driving home from work.
Hey, nice.
Cool.
How's the weather down there, bro?
It's beautiful, man.
Beautiful, yeah. It was beautiful today too, man. Perfect, sunny. No, not a cloud in the sky. Fucking
snowed today. It rained and it snowed. Goddamn.
It rained here, man. That was about it.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah, we've had rain off and on here.
Just
we're in summer.
He got an eternal summer over there and shit. It never gets cold over there. Does it ever get under 50 degrees?
Hell no.
Where?
Probably, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Giga shot?
And gigs.
That would be 25 degrees. We're on Celsius, not Fahrenheit. And yeah, it does get down below it. It can get cold enough to snow on the mountaintops.
Yeah, the mountains. But that's everywhere. That's even in California, Nevada, and stuff like that. In the mountain areas, it gets very cold.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, ice. Yeah, ice. Yeah. Where I'm at, I think we hit maybe 30, 32 occasionally. Nothing more ridiculous than that, though.
Just same here, man. Very rare does it get below freezing.
Well, you're in Northern California, right? So yeah, it gets pretty cold up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Tahoe gets cold as fuck, and so does where all the Kirkwood and all the skiing, snowboarding fucking places are. But where I'm at, I'm at like fucking I think 50 feet above sea level, maybe. So I'm still pretty. Like I'm like you, S3D. Same sea level. You're on 0 foot level, right?
I'm in the high desert. I'm near Victorville, so.
Yeah, I don't even know what the footage is right there, but it gets cold, but it doesn't get too cold. We're not ridiculous.
I know when it gets crazy and I want to go off the grid, I think I'm gonna move to Arizona. Go in the desert and live, man.
There's a lot of tornadoes there, though, ain't it?
Yeah, hey.
I built my house underground.
I was gonna say, it gets ridiculous. Okay, so visit Arizona for a year and tell me what you think after the year. Everybody says it sucks down there, except for the people that are like natives to Arizona, right?
Okay.
But everybody that visits there, they always talk shit on it. And I've been there a couple times. It's real hot, but it's not that fucking hot. But I don't know if I'd want to be. And then the monsoons that come in, it's like you're drenched at like 120 degrees, and you're like, where the fuck is this water coming
Oh man, I was there years ago.
It's weird. It's weird.
Went up there for a job interview, and it was ridiculous. It was I landed in Phoenix around about midnight, and it was 130 degrees. And then they had those dry storms, so they had lightning and thunder and all that shit.
130.
Yeah, it was hot.
Shit.
I had never experienced anything that hot before, ever.
Fuck that. I guess I'll stick to the Appalachian.
Yeah.
Going down in the southern part.
I would do off-grid living like up in the forest where nobody Bigfoot territory, you know?
Yeah.
And there's
it's like this.
river
I'm
coming
a
by.
fat man. I need fat man friendly weather. You know?
I go right in the Appalachian, chill, and just cool out with, as long as my neighbor's way out there, his moonshine over there, I'm good. Corn liquor, abundance. For real.
Big Grizzly Adams.
Hell yeah. You ever seen what's this movie? Fuck it, I got it. Hold on.
As long as I ain't living nowhere near Yellowstone when it decides to blow its top, I'm good.
We're pretty straight on our weather down here, though.
This shit right here, this is one of the coolest movies ever. It's called Jeremiah Johnson.
I've heard of it. Robert
Redford. This is a great fucking survivalist movie.
What's it about? Survivalist, you said?
Yeah. So Jeremiah Johnson.
Who's in it?
Robert Redford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Yo, he finds refuge with this trapper, and he's teaching them how to survive, or in the cabins and in the woods and stuff like that. This shit is just check it out. This is a good movie. In fact, I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, I remember him because he played in Easy Rider.
Yeah, Easy Rider's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like
classic, bro.
He's a classic. Yeah,
that was
Robert Redford, Jeremiah Johnson. Some say he's dead. Some say he never will be. This is some old shit.
Good movie.
A buddy of mine gave me this film. He older guy. He was a Vietnam vet.
Yeah,
and I worked with him in construction. And this is like he gave this to me. He's like, "You're gonna like this." Because we always talk about survivalists and having guns and shit like that and crazy shit, right? And he would tell me about the wars and stuff like that and how he survived, how he got through it, and how he's dealing with stuff. And this shit works. It really it's dope.
I be going down rabbit holes watching that shit for hours at night at 4 in the morning.
That's good. I love stuff like that, man. I really do.
Shelter in the woods and shit.
Yeah, I
kids and shit.
tell my brother all the time, don't let me get a couple of $1 million. I'm ghost. I'm off grid.
Yeah, I'm gone.
That's my life.
I am straight gone.
Collecting Joes, chilling. Once in a while, I go out to venture out.
You gotta get that shit from eBay. You ain't.
Hey, you guys gonna check out the
I'm
Hasbro live stream tomorrow?
Huh?
You gonna check out the Hasbro or the Hasbro Pulse live stream for the GI Joe one tomorrow?
What are you expecting, Steve?
Huh?
What are you expecting?
Hell yeah.
I think they're gonna talk about. Maybe they might talk about the Sky Striker, the fact that it got backed, all that. Give us updates. I'm sure they're gonna announce some of the new figures. Shit.
You dropped this.
I'm sure they're gonna announce some of the new figures that are coming out this year. Maybe they'll put up a couple pre-orders. I don't think anything major. I mean, honestly, like, I know there's so much speculation about the twins and Dusty and some of these other
Falcon. They already say something about Falcon.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Hasbro hasn't actually come out and said it, so I like to wait for them. But these single, or like these card back 6-inch figures, that Walmart was talking about for the, instead of the retro, the 3 1/4 inch or the 4-inch.
Yeah.
So I want to see what they say with that. Maybe have some pictures of that.
That's cool. That's cool.
I know they're shipping the Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow here soon. I just got my notification from Pulse. So I guess I'm trying to sell some prints like right away, so I have funds on there when they deduct. So
I feel like California gets everything last. Like people in Hawaii get shit first. People on the East Coast get shit. I'm like, where the fuck is ours?
No, y'all get it first. Y'all got the ports.
2 months later, we got Yellow God.
Y'all got 3 ports, right?
East Coast.
3 what?
Y'all got 3 ports, right?
Well, you have LA, you have Long Beach, and then you have up north. But here's the thing, though, just because we have ports up here doesn't mean we get it, because there's distribution centers everywhere, there's ports everywhere.
Yeah.
And we have a big distribution out here in Chino, but it seems like they're the last to get it.
Wow.
Well,
everything comes from Asia, comes from that side anyway.
Everything.
Right. You're right.
Everything that we purchase from China to come through Europe.
Unless they reroute, because I do understand, like, from China, like my shipment, because I had 2 containers come over with my company, and we rerouted it to Jersey. So we had them come into Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Yeah.
So
I'm just hoping that they do talk about the Sky Striker. I, like a lot of people, am really hoping, because I know, like, the prototype that we saw, it was just a prototype, and I'm really hoping that the wings are not like the modern Sky Striker where you have to clip them in. I'm really hoping that they're single pieces, like the original, because I do not like that modular wing.
Okay.
So, and a lot of people have written to Emily, but she doesn't respond, which kind of pisses me off. That a lot of the people who are working on that, they're like hush hush. They're not saying anything. They've got it back, but they're not saying anything.
They get their marching orders like anyone else. We got the money. Let's get the product out to them. I mean, their marketing skills are just to be desired. It's just, it makes no sense. They do things to they don't understand. There's guys our age, slightly younger, that's collecting. They don't understand that. They think that it's some millennial shit that's going on, and it's not even that.
Hey, I think after hearing a couple rants and shit, I think that we can say that some people underestimate their ability to fucking get all the money they can, and the way that they're doing it is capitalism. And they say there's only this much made, but they still have 10 times that to save off. And they like know how to invest in their own product to make it where all of us who are buying shit just keep fucking trying to fish in our fucking poles and just trying to get shit, you know. And we're not like they know exactly what we know. That's what I think. I think they know what we know, and they just playing because I think y'all get that too. Like there's probably,
I mean, it's like it's
just rude.
Insulting your intelligence.
Yes,
basically.
Yes.
And it's like,
rude,
look, we're paying our hard-earned money. This is the bottom line. We're adults. We know the bottom line. Y'all want our money. We want the product. This is all that needs to be discussed. Ain't no little fancy shit that need to go on. Just give us our shit. We give you the money, and we're good.
It's like this. I mean, I bought 5 of them, or I pre-ordered 5.
Mm-hmm.
My only, when I look at it looks, I'm just really hoping it's just the wings. I don't like the wings, and I'm hoping that they do them in single pieces because the modern Sky Striker, I hated that because the wing was flimsy. You'd have to super glue it, so it would be flimsy.
Now, in your mind, what would be the cheapest way to get you the jet? Because that's what they're thinking on the cost side, and we got to take into account what's going on with their oil and things of that nature.
Well, hold on. They didn't do that because of price. They did that. The reason why they made it modular for the modern was so that way it could fit in a smaller box. If they were to do it as a single piece to where it wasn't a modular piece like the original. The original one, the box was a lot bigger. They were trying to get it in a box half the size. That's why they did that. So I'm just hoping that because this is a HasLab, you know, and again, it was just a prototype we saw, and prototypes can change. And they said it was all new sculpting. So if it's all new, then they're not going to do the modular. That's what I'm hoping because the modular wouldn't be all new. The modular is who had been done. It was done with the modern Sky Striker.
I love the fact that they made Starscream kit available. That they kept going and going and going and had a bunch of fucking shit. I thought that was really cool. At least they did that. And I was gonna be in on it, but it just didn't have too much fucking. Too much of a draw to drag me in. I love the Striker, but I was like, I'd rather the G1 in my hands and sitting nice and shit, you know, nice. And if I'm going to pay that much. And
exactly. You want an original.
But it's a beautiful piece, but I don't think it, I'm going to see, maybe I'll get $140 in a year from now. You know, somebody will have it. You'll see it at a toy show. It'll be cheap enough. You know.
You think the new Sky Striker will be that cheap?
Yeah.
No,
because the G1 will be more sought after because it's a vintage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's it right there. And now if they made come on, we're all talking now. Come on, now if they made a fucking 6-inch motherfucking, that's when as soon as I saw that picture, I was like, there they did it. Boom. I was like, oh, complete disappointment right off the bat. I'm like,
they should have made it worth people's while.
We're going 6-inch now.
6-inch one?
All right, bro.
I guarantee you the price would have been like $700.
All right, be easy, bro. I'll let you
y'all. All right,
later
man.
on today. All right.
Peace out, G.
All right, later, Giga.
Later, Giga.
All right. Oh no, he was saying bye to my bro. Giga is
right here. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, you're still listening?
Had they done a 6-inch one, man, that would have been so expensive.
Not more expensive than fucking Unicron. There's no fucking way.
But if you think about it, look at the giant toys that are in like Targets and Walmarts. Like I'm talking about like the helicopters and those big ass vehicles. Look at the big ass.
They can do it cheap.
Yeah, the Batman robot, the Batman cars. They can do that stuff. It's just they got to figure out how can they get our dollars and where they can maximize their profit and give us an illusion of what is it worth it. You know
okay,
what I mean?
But here's the thing, and this is this in a nutshell. So I love G.I. Joe, and I love G.I. Joe more than any other property out there. But I'm also realist. They could do the Batman stuff because they could do the max, like the large quantity. so they can get their costs down. G.I. Joe will never be like what Batman or the Marvel stuff. You know what I mean? It just doesn't have that type of draw to be able to do that type of quantity. And I think that's why.
That's why HasLab. That's why it has to go to HasLab.
Okay.
So if it goes to HasLab, you can gauge. Okay, we're gonna say we're gonna do a Sky Strike, a 6-inch Sky Strike for HasLab and for classifieds.
Yo,
and we're gonna charge you guys $500 for it.
Yeah.
Or $600.
$600.
You know what I'm saying? So dudes would be like, "What?" Now those who really want it will buy it.
Right. Okay. And here's what HasLab, like Steve, on what you were saying, HasLab knows what they're selling, and they haven't even come up with any Batman product yet. It's Star Wars.
Well, because they don't have Batman. They don't have that. That would be
okay, got you. Feel you. Sorry, I was stoned and.
But that's why they've done the Marvel stuff and the Star Wars stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Although now it's like after watching freaking the Boba Fett, the Book of Fett, it's like shoot, I want one of those freaking gosh darn Rancors now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's where
I would do the barge. Have you ever seen a barge?
After this.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I mean, I really think they have the ability. It's just they want to know how they can squeeze whatever dollars out of us without turning us away and saying, this failed, because they got to pay for the tooling. Once you start the tooling process, that means you have to produce the product. You don't want to waste money on tooling. Those molds are like fucking expensive as hell.
Yeah.
They're extremely expensive.
So if you're committing over $100,000 just on mold costs and things of that nature.
I got a question for Kaz, just because he's the channel operator and shit.
What do you think is better? All right, well, real quick, I'm just gonna say, you guys have a great night. I got to actually get in home, so.
All right, bro. You be
cool seeing you guys. Peace out.
All right. We'll chat tomorrow about what takes place tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow.
All right.
Bring your gold.
By the way,
Friday, man.
Night Force APC. I'm gonna show it off tomorrow. Completed.
All right. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Definitely want to see that.
Oh yeah. All right.
All
right. Good night.
Later on.
All right. Have a good night, bro.
All right.
Later, brother.
Later, guys.
All right. Yeah. So
Hey, but Kaz. Okay, so later S3D. But Kaz, question: like, what do you think is better? Like, in all the toys that you know of that we're dealing with right now, any one that you can fucking have, or fucking buy, versus the 1980s toys, which we grew up on, which is better?
Oh man. Like, I mean, quality wise,
keep going. Before you answer, think about everything that's out right now, with all the shit that's behind you, and their counterparts to different companies. Face toys, motherfucker, on anything, right? Versus like what 1980 had to provide for us. Now we were kids, we were smaller, we had no idea there was technology to do shit.
Yeah.
And the shit was good, but a GoBot, come on, man, it's got no fucking boom, but we loved it. It was dope. But the GoBots now are just like
imagination. Our imagination.
And that's okay. So that's a good key factor in your answer, because I can already know what your answer is going to be now.
Yeah.
You got to play. You got to go out. You got to use your imagination. You got to have your own voices. The show helped really, really good, because if you watch G.I. Joe, if you watch Transformers, you know what they sounded like. So in your mind, you're
a little kid.
You're jazz and shit. Yeah.
Now we're in a remarkable time, man. We can make anything happen though. Like this is a great time to collect toys. It's a shame a lot of kids ain't into it now.
Yeah, because they don't, man. That's why Hasbro, what Raw Talk was saying, they know when shit. They know what we're the fuck.
They know we the ones buying that shit. They know.
Yeah.
That's why they got Major Blood on beer cans. They got Major Blood on beer cans because it's grown men buying this shit, not no kids.
Exactly, but it's going back to with the marketing lady and their team is like it makes no sense. Just so I went on a rant about the code names, all that code name shit. Yeah, I understand you want to make it military code and secret, but we're grown men.
Hey,
collect, I say grown adults because there's some women who collect and things of that nature, but we're grown adults and we know all the characters already. Just tell us we're going to be excited by any character that you make anyway, because we're like, oh shit, they made Blowtorch, they made who else? Fucking Dusty, all these guys. Any guy they can come up with, we're gonna be excited about it. Even if they do Crystal Ball, we're gonna be like, oh shit, look how they did Crystal Ball. You know what I'm saying?
It don't matter.
It don't matter. All that mystique and stuff is just a waste of fucking time and energy.
Raw talk. Have you seen my my kaiju, my steel kaiju?
No, show me, man. Show
me. It's red. It's this tall. It's cobra head. You never seen it?
No, I never seen. I don't think I ever seen it. Let me check that out.
You know that nostalgia is always going to be there. So.
Yeah, man. Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Hey, shout out.
Yo, that's just like off the episode with the with Cobra. Yeah. It was at the temple, the Cobra Temple.
Is that printed?
Hey, this dude never skipped back day. Check this out, kid. Fucking back stretch the world, bro. Badoosh.
Hey,
is that 3D printed or where did that come from?
No, it's plastic and has 4 points of articulation. Period.
Okay.
This is one of them.
No.
That's dope, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. Look at that.
Hip.
That's crazy, bro.
It's just like the joints when they went over there and they was fighting them.
Waist and shoulders.
Cobra had those dudes.
We got a Stray Blue joining in too.
What's up, Stray?
Hey, Stray.
What's going on, Jay Holla? What up?
My echo.
You echoing?
Am I?
What do you think, Stray? Do you like this, Stray Blue?
I think so.
It looks like a big ass cobra
on legs. Look,
that's good. Yeah, it's exactly.
He's huge, and the cartoon. He's like.
It looks like the cobra symbol came alive.
Right.
Terrorizing shit.
Like you seen those robots in the earlier part of G.I. Joe in the cartoons. You'll see those guys.
There was more than one.
There was a few. I think there was like probably 4 of them. They came out the temple, and they were fighting them and I think it was Roadblock or Gunholes. They was just fighting them, blowing them up and shit. Because they had claws. They had claws or something like that too.
Yeah. Army build. You could army build them and shit.
Everybody in the chat.
Yeah. But yeah, I think even though we're spending our money, I think they're trying to I don't know. They want to treat us like children, and since they think we're in a state of mind where we're nostalgic, they're probably thinking that we're main brain is reverting back to childhood in that manner. So they treat them like kids because they're thinking like kids now. Yeah. No, motherfucker, we want our shit.
Yeah, just give us a goddamn choice.
I'm sure they think of us like peons anyway. So
yeah, I mean, but see, here's the sick thing, like with capitalism, even though you're getting the money, it takes someone to give you the money for the product. You know what I'm saying? So if we don't buy this shit, you don't have a fucking job.
True. You and why?
You don't have a company.
That's why everybody's pissed at inflation right now. It's so inflated. We can't do what we want to do because everything's fucking blown up. Like, bring it back down where it was and shit.
Yeah.
Why? Like, let your fucking businesses thrive.
It don't go back down. It don't go back down. We all know that. It don't ever go back.
It don't ever go back down. It's
But
very, very sad.
right, if you look at with inflation,
People's pay has to go up, and then they'll level off again,
But
and
they
it'll
don't
seem
want-
like
it
Yeah.
never
don't wanna
levels
level
off.
it off.
It'll never ever level off. It's not even the plan. You know,
It'll go. Boop.
they're making money off of inflation. Like the billionaires, they're making tons of money. They're not losing shit.
Hey, you know what I heard?
They're like, yo, this is a good thing.
Well, except maybe production, but
they
if we gotta buy it anyway. I mean, shit.
They charge it to us.
Yeah.
But it's you gotta bank on the greed of other billionaires versus the other billionaires. So like if this group of billionaires is killing it right now, the oil companies and you know what I'm saying? They're killing it right now. Now the other billionaires who are like the fashion companies, the clothing and shit like that, stuff that's not a necessity, they're feeling it because they're not a necessity.
Nobody's buying clothes as much as they were. They need fuel. They need the oil. They need that type of product.
Yeah, they need energy. They need
the
so
home
those
shit.
guys are making the money right now off the inflation.
Well, not only that, but you got all these websites where you can get cheap ass clothes that they may not last as long, but it lasts, good 3 wears, and then you on to the next shit anyway.
Yeah, but they have a problem with that now because that's ending up. You've seen in Africa and India, like mountains of the shit is ending up there. All our waste is ending up over there, and it's like it's crazy. But as far as inflation is concerned, look, it's gonna happen until the new guy gets in office, and then they can funnel money a different way to make it look like it evened out, but it's still money.
Inflation is the legal way to up our taxes. They don't have to go through Congress. They don't have to pass a bill to make our taxes go up. They say, well, fuck it. Let's just do the inflation thing and we're still getting our money. That's what it's all about. And it always has been money, 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 money.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, I don't get why you could spend 10 cents for a gallon of gas back in 1975, but now you're paying we're at $4.90, I think right now. $4.90. But it's weird. Like, how does that work? But it's cool. But I would be fine making $3 a week. Fuck it. If everything still costs, 25 cents, you can get a house for $1,000.
Here's the deal, though. If you was making $3 a week, but everything costs 10 cents, it wouldn't really change what it is now.
You know what? Sorry to interrupt, but you know what hasn't changed is what they said gold was worth back then, and now what they say gold is worth now. The fuck? It's been back since they found gold. They started out with its fucking what it cost. Now it costs this much. It's gold. It's what backs the dollar. But still, how did they keep telling us that it's worth more than what they told us it was worth back in the fucking 1800s when they found that shit? Stupid. We're just dumb, dude. We just play into that.
How it goes.
Well, you got gold, you got silver, you got platinum, you got.
Well, now we have platinum. Hey, you never heard of platinum in 1980? In 1980, you never heard of platinum. Nope.
But because tech companies use a lot of platinum,
they found it. Where the fuck they find it? Where did they find it?
It's in Africa. In the mines of Africa, different places. Australia, there's
Africa's got diamonds, gold. Africa's like the mother lode of all the minerals.
Check this out, though. Diamonds are practically worthless the way we use
them. They're not hard to find. Apparently, they're not hard to find.
This kid's over here kicking diamonds in the dirt.
Hey, but it's hardness. It's his hardness scale and the way it's cut that shines light.
Yeah,
that's what makes it beautiful.
It's the production of it.
Right.
It's what they're charging.
We're told. We're told.
Diamond itself is utilized.
I love it.
As cutting. Like in the tech industry, diamond is used as like a knife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so when we sit here and we got necklaces and all that shit, really, you're paying for nothing. Really, the most important thing that can be on you is the gold.
That's why I like it.
Yeah,
I like
that's why when you go, let's say you want to pawn a chain and it's a gold chain with diamonds on it. They're more interested in the gold instead of the diamonds. They don't get like whatever.
Well, I tell you something else too that most people don't realize, but in Fort Knox, even though they claim that there's gold in there, there's not, because they know exactly how much gold is really worth. So they're keeping other high priority shit in there other than all that gold is gone. They done dwindled it. They done sold it off to other countries. That's well known.
Yeah. When towers fell down, they didn't come down here to search for people. They went down to search for the gold over here because there was a gold reserve here under the world trade. So
no way.
Yeah.
I mean, even go as far as go back in the day when they got a series about it through the History Channel. It's called The Curse of Civil War Gold, where they arrested the Union soldiers, arrested that president at the time. I believe it may have been Andrew Jackson or something like that.
Andrew Jackson.
And then they stole all the Confederate gold.
Yeah. And then now, but there was also a thing where the Confederate gold, there was still more Confederate gold that's in Appalachia.
Mm-hmm. It's all
buried
all over the place. It's in Utah. It's in what other Ohio?
Buried along the rivers, and they find them ever so often. You can find
the other thing that gold is useful for is it's a superconductor of energy.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, but that's why copper is another one it's interesting because you see pennies and shit all over the ground, but copper is like it's more conductive than
because a lot of those bracelets you can get.
So we need to combine the technology with fucking glass. Like right now, when you get fiber optics in your internet, it's the fastest fucking speed you can imagine. So start incorporating fucking fiber optics. Well, not as much as said gold. So what is like gold's got to work for fiber optic seems like it's way easier to fucking do, and that's only the beginning of the technology. Expand from it and get better from it, and you start pushing vibrations through fucking glass and you're fucking.
They're doing that. Trust me, they are.
I know.
Like Tesla alone,
it's gonna put metal to shame.
A whole bunch of shit going on.
I mean, the Mayans, they were big on gold. The Egyptians were big on gold. Hell, King Tut's dagger is actually the handle is gold, and the dagger itself is actually it's actually like an asteroid. It's like an iron of some type of metal, and it wasn't known back then. So that's just crazy to think about.
There's like old stories about like the Anacar or some shit. Like we're here to just kind of mine the resources, I guess, for easy collecting.
The Sumerians.
The Anunnaki. Anunnaki, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you think about it,
we're supposed to mine all the gold and shit from.
Well, they genetically fucking made us bet. Earth had a fucking humanoid on it. They came down. They were like, "Well, fuck, we'll do this for a little while, 6 million years." Then they're like, "Well, fuck, we're tired of this shit. Look at all the humanoids around us. Let's go ahead and inject this whatever and make their fucking DNA different to make them more fucking conscientious up here, and then we'll just tell them what to do." And then that's that.
How did they do that? How do you know that see that idea that we're presenting, right? What you just said and what Cass said.
Concept of it, yeah.
You know where a lot of that has manifest? You look at Alien Covenant.
Yep.
Then you also look at the Alien versus Predator.
Yep. Indiana Jones 6.
Yeah, the crystal skulls.
All of this stuff is fantasy on does have a roots of actual facts.
Yeah, Hollywood don't lie. Hollywood's the only one that stays true. They just put it in this fucking folklore.
Hollywood lies. They just they add the truth in a little bit.
But exactly 100% Hollywood. Yes, 100%. I mean the movie aspect where movies are getting produced, and we're like, where did that idea come from? And they're putting it out, and it just kind of gives you the whole like insight of fucking yep.
Anything we dream of, we're capable of creating, man. We are gods. Like we're able to do anything. Like
we're gods with a little G, not a big G.
There you go. Yeah. There you go with the little G. I guess. Yeah. We can create anything. It takes generations. One life.
If you go according to the ancient Sumerian story, they basically what you have is none of them were gods, and they knew that. But they allowed the workers, which would be us, they were basically like worshipped as gods, and all of them had their own areas to govern. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why
so
Mexico has pyramids. That's why fucking Egypt. Yeah.
Yeah, every god. That's why if you look at a lot of the god names, some of
Quetzalcoatl,
them are very similar, if not the same god,
India.
because they would visit each other too.
Yeah, every
So
civilization has pyramids.
yeah,
Well,
a lot of nations have
do
pyramids.
you
There's
know
a reason.
there are tons of pyramids in America?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
Tons
oh,
of
yeah.
Most of them.
every continent has pyramids.
Right,
Yep,
right, right.
everyone.
But they all, the way they viewed it is, you have the humans, like I said, us. We were basically there to mine gold and silver and all of these different. Not, I don't even think diamond was that important, but gold and silver mainly.
Yeah.
And basically, what we were doing was we were building shit for them.
Oh yeah, they
They
are
come
cultural
down in their
They are.
ships and all of that, and to us, because the original people, I'm sorry y'all, but us darker skinned people were the originals. They saw that and they said, oh, these are the people of the sky. They called them gods. They didn't know no better. So you got these things coming down in what would be these shiny, ships. And to them, it's like, holy shit, here they come. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're here. And then they're big and they got the way they look. You know what I'm saying? And then they're telling them, hey, we're gonna teach you how to do certain things. But not all of them agreed. So when these species came, whatever they were, according to the story, I don't, y'all know I'm atheist, but they basically
like,
they
fuck
had
that.
issues within
That's
themselves.
We're just talking
If
stories, man.
if you ask me, all religions are bullshit. But
Right.
it's a story, and that's what I like about it.
Okay, yeah, which is fine, which is absolutely fine. Hey, DFS, I was thinking the same motherfucking thing.
We're just telling stories.
But
cool
okay,
I've watched
that's one creation story, right?
Yeah, I've watched a
Let's
lot
talk
of
about
Ancient
another
Aliens.
creation story. You want to talk about Adam and Eve?
No. No, it's not. It's
You want to talk about what's
stories.
it? Krishna and Vishnu and
You gotta understand though. I mean, it doesn't matter the story.
Right.
It's what you believe in and what guides you.
Yeah. Right.
At the end of the day. But you have to take into account that you see how man progressed through technology. How does this really get created? How do you put this together? What mind does it take to put all of this together? Remember when we were younger, we watched Star Trek, and then they had the comms where they could see each other on the comms. That's what the fuck we got now. We have the comms.
Yeah.
Oh,
We just
yeah,
don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
lasers shooting out yet.
Right.
You know what I mean?
as crazy as that story sounds, think about it this way.
They don't sound crazy.
How far off are we from that?
It does
They don't
sound
We're
sound
trying
crazy.
to create people. We're trying to clone things.
We
We're
already
not
cloned.
doing.
We already
we're not-
cloned.
yeah, and we already done
Yeah.
that.
We clone
So
humans
as crazy
too.
as that story sounds, and it sounds like bullshit.
No, Astray.
Think about how much of that shit is actually real.
Blue.
Now look.
Blue. Yeah. If I can, Rob,
there are lasers shooting out of your phone. If you hold them up to the camera, you'll see it. The IR laser from your camera.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's the invisible that's hitting us.
Hey, but
all that crazy shit.
Astray, blue. Look. That is not a crazy story. I delved into thinking like that too, but then I always revert to what I was taught. So it's just different. And I trust me, I've watched episodes of Ancient Aliens I was learning it.
I don't do the Ancient Aliens.
I don't think it's crazy.
I actually researched this shit.
Like you read a fucking
I get interested. That's why I ask people about their religions, because I actually go research that. I don't get on the History Channel and take that for verbatim.
Yeah, but check it out though. Do y'all know what Area 51 really is?
What is it?
Y'all don't know what it really is?
They tell
It's the gateway. It's the gateway.
That's what I've heard.
Yes, it is the gateway. That's where they're set up to transport back and forth interdimensional.
Okay, what is they? What's they?
Whatever, creatures or maybe humanoids or our creators or
something not from our dimension.
Right.
That can tell us whatever we want to think to steer us away from the truth.
Well,
period.
now, let's say, for instance, by some chance, maybe tomorrow, an alien ship lands. Now we would have to question a lot of shit.
You got to question everything.
Yeah, because now you got to okay, was God or Jesus one of these guys?
Or that's why in 2022 years that we've been existing, there hasn't been one that we've ever fucking seen. But that I can't say that because that would contradict anything that I would say to try and make somebody believe what I think that we haven't seen.
No. I'm not dispelling anybody's belief.
Right.
Saying just an alternative thought of if that were to happen, then you got to sit back oh snap.
I like the idea and the stories of a really good backline like Thanos. That's all.
I'll tell you a good show to watch that kind of mirrors things. Stargate.
I've seen it.
Stargate is a perfect reference for the kind of ideas that we're talking about now.
And it all happened in Egypt and shit, and all.
And then, they also they also had Thor. Thor was one of the gods, the alien gods. Thor. They had every one of them. They had Zeus. They had all of them, but they were in the different within it. So they made it differently.
I want an Origins Medusa fucking movie to come out. I like all the Greek shit, bro. All the Greek stuff is fucking dope.
I watched Clash of the Titans the other day.
The original or the
original?
Oh, sick. Yeah. Hey, the skeletons were dope, dude. And they came out, you were like, I didn't get scared, bro. I was like, well, fuck, they did really good with that. I was like 9.
right.
That shit was dope, dude.
All right, yo, I'm gonna get out of here. It's getting late.
I'm gonna make a disclaimer.
Right,
later, Motu.
All right, man.
I got that.
What's going on now?
I got you.
I'm working on that T-shirt for you. I'm gonna give you an example.
All right, bro. I'm looking forward to it, brother. Thank you.
Indeed. All right. Later.
I'll make a disclosure. I'm not dissing nobody's beliefs.
Right. We know that. Nobody's mad.
All I do know is that there is a dozen creation stories out there.
Oh yeah.
And you may not like them because you have your preference.
Right.
But you can't turn around and say one is bullshit.
Right.
And then turn around and be upset when they may say, well, shit, let me tell you why yours is bullshit.
Yeah, DFS didn't mean anything by it. Neither did I. I know.
I'm clear. DFS is cool. I'm not.
No. Right.
You know, he's like Bruce.
Right.
I'm just making this statement for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all.
Right.
But all I got to say is, if you think something sounds stupid or you think it sounds crazy, research the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you be crazy. It might change your mind.
Right.
We got false idols all around us. All these fucking Thor is the god of what the fuck is the place? You know what I mean?
Norse god.
Thunder.
God of thunder.
That's God.
Odin is the all.
But he was a protector of the. He was son of Odin, protector of Midgard, which is Earth.
Yeah.
What we live on is Midgard. Yggdrasil connects all three.
Hey, but when something happens and something that really takes a life-changing thing, you don't get Thor in your heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true that.
Yeah.
But I dabble in all different.
But that's not what Thor is for.
But no. I mean,
there would be another god for that.
But what is that, Stray Blue? What is that feeling that really grabs your inside that just makes you a good fucking person?
Is you self-coaching yourself when you praying, your body.
Sometimes you can hear two different elements. You can hear the bad side, you can hear the good side, and you choose. And all of a sudden, it becomes natural that you just choose to listen to the good. Sometimes you listen to bad, and then the next day you're like, "Fuck," But then, and sometimes people just like, "Yeah, what else is bad? What else?" So they forget about the good. Like, what's
you're
that?
Introducing the dilemma of good and bad, because how do you determine that? Because the way I see it is, I'm good by doing good upon others. I'm not gonna treat them fucked up, and hopefully they don't treat me fucked up.
Mhm.
But let's say I have a belief, and my belief is, in my introduction to you, I slapped the shit out of you. Is that good or bad?
What was that?
That's evil.
If my
Maybe just
belief
enough to piss
is, when I
somebody
meet
off.
you, I slap the shit out of you. Is that good or bad?
Well, it depends on if I was the type of person that liked that kind of thing.
Okay, so
No.
Because I might turn over and bend down.
What
and-
he's trying to say is, it's customary for him to greet you with a slap.
Oh, right. Oh.
So if that's a custom, is that wrong? It may appear wrong to you, but to him it's right. Because
Right.
it's customary.
I would watch everybody else's reaction and be like, was he supposed to do that? And then everybody slapping each other. I'd be like, okay, cool. I got this.
That's uppercut, in this.
Oh my God. Dude. I'd be otherwise if it was just me and him meeting for the first time at the playing pool. I said, hey, bro, a straight blue, you want to play pool? He's like, slap. And I was like,
No, I probably
slap my earrings out, man. Asshole.
But no, what I'm saying is that we all have a perception of good and bad, right?
Right.
Now, for me, I used to be an asshole, and sometimes I still can be. We're not perfect, but
I was just about to say you still are.
the best I can. What?
I say like this, like he was like, you still are. Nah.
I just told I'm an asshole every day by my wife. So
I'm an asshole when it comes to this Hasbro shit. But but check it. Like, okay, say you're in a situation where you have to kill a person to save a person. You're doing a bad thing, but it's good to save someone. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's
that duality.
Yeah, it's like you gotta, you know what I mean?
Weigh up the options.
Yeah, I mean, I just think choice. That's the only thing you have is choice. You could choose to do bad or choose to do good. If you choose to do bad, but it works out good for you, then it's good for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's weird that way. That's how a lot of, like, even in like the corporate world, that's their ideology. And I've seen that.
What up, extra?
As long as it's in their best interest, it's good.
Extra.
No matter how bad this shit is.
Hey, forgive me.
That's exactly the point. I'm glad you said that. That was the point I was trying to make. It may be good for you, may not necessarily be good for someone else.
Yeah.
Hey, but listen, like I talk to me personally, I talk to God and Jesus. Like I talk to Raw Talk, like I talk to Kaz, like I talk to Stray Blue, like I talk to Gigashock. I don't believe in the religion thing. I don't like going to church. I don't do church. I don't do that. Everybody's kind of like, I don't like the vibe that I get. I like the vibe that I get when I talk to whoever fucking created me as a real motherfucker and tell them thanks every day and tell them I appreciate things and please take care of my surroundings. And if anything happened in my life that was bad, it was his plan. I get it. I'm just going to go with the flow because right here on earth, I'm going to do what I want to do with not being a bad person. And I'm not going to go to, I don't think heaven's like a heavenly plane where it's clouds and people all get a fucking intermingle. I think you really ultimately like get to ascend and just be something that we have no idea of here on earth. We're just stuck in this little mind fucking hole. We haven't even tried DMT once, dude, and see what that fucking shit really brings you out. Try fucking mushrooms and shit and really get yourself fucking to where they don't want. That's why they fucking ban all this shit, weed, fucking shit. They'll let you do alcohol because it's a suppressant. It just fucking knocks you out. You do a fucking
it calcifies you.
Yeah, you do some shit. Yeah, it calcifies your fucking component that brings you closer to what our whole fucking agenda personally is on earth. You're supposed to just go with the flow, be chill, be cool. If you got to kill a motherfucker because you can talk to God and Jesus about it. They put you in that situation and they knew that choice was going to be had to be done. You're fine. It's like you're going to go murder a motherfucker, which is fine. It's Stray Blue too, because I totally was into that fucking shit too, man. But something drew me back the other way and said, nah, that's okay.
Like obviously, if you catch a mass shooter and you got a sniper rifle and you a couple buildings away and you see the motherfucker spraying on a crowd, you pop his ass down, then you're doing justice to the world. You stop.
But in religions, I don't I honestly don't like that. I think that because there's so many to choose from. Catholicism, who's molesting little boys, motherfucking pastors and shit, who's doing that kind of weird shit, man. Don't fucking use your fucking power as something that's supposed to be the voice of God to do that to fucking people. That's rude. People making money. I got a jet because I fucking got that the evangelism shit. Remember that wave that happened in the 80s?
It's still going ahead. It's still it never
Yeah,
ended.
What's his name? Kenneth Copeland.
Yeah, whenever they ask for a dollar,
because he was trying to get another jet, and I guess
Yeah.
his congregation ain't
Yeah.
giving him the money like he needs.
that's what turns a lot of fucking
dollar.
yeah. That's what turns a lot of people off,
We
man.
needed a new jet.
Mhm.
What the
If
fuck?
you was the preacher M3, I'd listen to you, man.
Hey, thanks, man. Because
See,
we
like-
just talk about Dr. Mindbender all night long and shit, man. With his mustache.
So like when I tell people like, you know, those type of characters, they're entertainment. They're nothing but that. Because if you go according to the Bible or who have, you know, whatever, like the Quran and things like that, the prophets, they didn't need none of that shit. They just spoke to the people like we're speaking to each other. Communing. This is communing. This is what it is. This is like a church. It commune. It's a gathering of people who are displaying pleasantries and information sharing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers want to lure you in and take. That's not what you do.
Yeah.
So, you know,
one of the best things I've heard about is the Tale of Two Wolves. That's the best one I've heard of. Which is the Indian legend of it. Every man has two wolves in his heart.
Yeah.
And the legend we usually hear is which one do you feed the most? Which one do you wins? One you feed the most.
Yeah.
But reality is it's actually both of them. You don't feed one more over the other one because then that one's going to be jealous.
Yeah, but
it's going to come up at some point. So you need both.
Yeah, you need both. You need good and you need bad because you have a fight and flight. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? Good or bad, fight and flight. You know what I'm saying? When you have to fight, you got to get on your bad shit. When it's time to fight, you on your good. You don't want no problems. You out.
Hey,
You know
why couldn't they make a third? Good, bad, and
well, that's the gray area. That's
the neutral
one who travels the gray area.
It's got to be good or bad.
That's just like Star Wars. You got the Force, you got the Sith, and then you got the grays in the middle. And they're the most powerful one because they can utilize both the Sith part of the Force and the Jedi part.
Emperor Palpatine was the most powerful.
Hey, so what happens? What happens if you try? What happens if you starve the bad side?
I don't know. I mean,
what happens?
But then they say, you know, you can be as good as hell and you can become bad too by being good.
What I've learned is that there's a lot of people who is on the trajectory of they on that one last thing that's gonna turn them over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why I try my best to not piss people off. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Because you never know when you're gonna come across that individual who has had it. You know what I'm saying? And I know this personally because I've been entrapped in conversation just for the conversation to end with, you know, today I was gonna kill myself. But after talking to you, I've decided that life may be worth another shot.
Wow.
And I'm not lying about that story. It scared the shit out of me when she said it.
But you know, like a lot of people have to have this. A lot of people care too much, and don't get me wrong, it's great to care.
Like a Karen.
But they care about the silliest shit.
Yeah, Karen.
That don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like your family is what matters. That's all you really need to care about. Family and your relationships, positive relationships. That's all you need to care about. Fucking.
I gotta admit, I do feel sorry for any woman that's called Karen in this day and age.
You know what I mean? But that's even stupid. Like the little girl that's named Karen was named Karen. Now she got to grow up hearing that like her name is negative.
Yeah,
That's stupid. That makes no sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, why are you calling her Karen? That's a regular person's name. You know, my aunt, she passed away. She recently passed away. Her name was Karen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
in the immortal words of Willie D, a bitch is a bitch and a hoe is a hoe. I'm not calling you a Karen. I'm not calling you a Kyle or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, this shit don't make any fucking sense.
You're a
That's
bitch.
to steer people. It
You
steers people into dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the only thing you should care about, like I said, is your family and people close to you, your relationships that are valuable to you. And that's the only thing that matters. Like, materialism does not matter. At the end of the day, if I have to give up these Joes, these motherfuckers is gone. It doesn't matter. Even though I love them from the nostalgia point of view, I don't really need these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I need my children. I need my wife. I need, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, I need to have peace of mind. That's the thing. That's what you have. You have to have a peace of mind. Everything else is expendable as far as
Raw talk, hand them over.
Hey, you know, if I have to, I'll do it. I've been purging ever since like 2 months ago. I've been purging and purging. Like, you know what I'm saying? But just understand that the way society or the controllers of society want you to be fixated on materialism so they can control you through materialism. Now, if you say fuck materialism, they can't control you. That's what they're worried about. They're worried about people who finally see that this shit really don't matter. Once people start really gathering and think and knowing that, yo, this is just something else. This ain't serious. This is just what it is. My family's what's you know,
right.
The value. That's what they're afraid of.
I saw a thing come up on YouTube and it said it was a dollar bill and it showed the back of the dollar bill and somebody wrote on it, I'm made of money and I control your life and shit. I was like, it was just a picture, you know.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. Like we talked about gold. We talk about money. These things are perceived value. Because who the fuck said gold was valuable from the beginning? Because somewhere on the planet, somebody got a whole bunch of gold and they just playing in this shit. Like,
also, what's better for us is this plastic gold.
Bruce McDuck.
You know what I mean? Like, all they have
that's entertainment. This is just entertainment, but
it's
we were brainwashed.
Yeah, your visuals. So, you know in humans, we're built in us to have sex because we got to make others, right? We're built to have visual fucking imagination, like Kaz was saying, imagination. So when we can portray something, so they know they got us there too. It's not only because I'm not into gold and shit, you know? Yeah, it's all fucking.
So,
they know what you want, man. And they're doing a good job.
Now, you know what? Who's like I would say, a real example of a person who is dangerous in a sense, like not dangerous as in violent dangerous, but a dangerous person, one who can give up things. One who can give it all up. Like you have monks who can give up everything. They're dangerous because you can't buy them. You can't coerce them. You can't push them in a direction that don't go.
They're trained properly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you can go to some of the homeless on this. Huh?
Have you ever met a monk?
Yeah, I have.
I never have.
They're very interesting people to talk to.
Yeah, they deal on a different level, and they see the world as the world. Like it's not like they don't give it like a label. They don't label because it's not in that belief to label things. Things are what they are. However, it displays to you. You know what I mean? You look at a hobo on
I'm going to drop a little truth on everybody right now. I'm just going to drop a nugget of truth on everybody.
What's up?
The earth doesn't belong to us. We belong to it.
Of course.
This whole planet, we belong to it. We are part of it, body, mind, soul, and we have forgotten a lot of that. Just we've forgotten a lot of the time that can come before. We've known everything. We've learned everything over and over and over again, and we keep forgetting it. Why do we do that? Because somebody else tells us to.
Yeah.
And
we knew
we also
about
got
ghosts.
to be responsible.
We knew about myth.
Like saying we.
We knew about all of
You
this
can't say
before.
you can't. I don't want you to say we. We know what we are to the planet and who we are and what we're supposed to be the stewards of the planet, right? But there are powers that are egotistical and maniacal.
Yeah.
Who want to be above that? So we'll say they are the ones who are fucking up the planet. We are the ones.
Yeah, it's not our fault.
Deal with the shit.
It's not our fault, bro. It's not our fault. We got placed in this fucking mix-up of their fucking pissing off. Actually, you want to know who's dangerous? Maverick from Top Gun. He is dangerous. He does that inverted. Polaroid picture.
Yes, that shit is scary. But yeah, I mean, like a homeless person on the street who choose to be homeless because he's like, I'm not playing no fucking mortgage. I'm not dealing with this bullshit. I'll survive how I survive.
Hey, I made this argument one time, right, about what you're saying, because we was talking about the difference between being homeless and not being homeless, right?
Yeah.
And I said, who do you think is more of a slave? Well, we got to do what we got to do to survive, and da da da. Who told you that?
Okay, wait.
Who told you that you needed to pay bills?
Right.
And own a big ass house and have a car, and you got to go pay gas, and you got to go to the grocery store for your food.
Yeah.
Grow your own. Oh, also you got to pay property taxes.
Yeah.
Because you can't just own your house even after you paid it off. Versus this homeless man, don't got none of that. None of that shit you stressing. He worried about, except what his next meal gonna be.
Well,
and when he gonna wash his ass, maybe.
But check this out.
And what the weather looks like.
Now that is definitely it's homeless, but it is poverty homeless. There are people who are homeless who are doing quite well, meaning that they're in their own Winnebago.
Yeah, or a fucking cabin, 10 foot by 10 foot.
You know what I mean? They're parked out in the parking lots of Walmarts early in the morning in their Winnebagos or their vans and stuff like that. And they're doing quite well and being peaceful. You know what I mean? Some people are that's for the unmaterialistic person.
Right.
So, before I had my children, my brother can attest to this. Before I had my sons, right? I was thinking about doing the David Banner shit.
Right.
Going from state to state, traveling, and just getting along and just living that life. Because, you know what I'm saying? If you think about it, it's peaceful. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Maybe you keep a phone and you do odd jobs to have money to keep certain things on, like communication to your family or what have you. Just to do that, I think that's the ultimate shit.
Okay, so
that's why we were drawn to shows like that, Kung Fu, different shows where these guys traveled around state to state.
So we all used to be like that back in say 1800. Who wanted the technology? What's up, criminal? Who wanted the technology? Because technology is the thing that fucking made us to what we are today. We went through the steam age, then we got into fucking technology. How did it jump? You know what I mean?
The need for ease, the need for convenience.
Well, the thing is too, is like, how do you get a microwave fucking back when the
how do you get microchips?
Well, you get the microwave from Nikola Tesla. Because he was the one who created the radio waves. He knew how to grab from this,
But I'm talking like like a coffee maker. The first coffee maker that was made. And then they made the first Folgers coffee maker was plastic. Where do they get the machine to make that fucking lid that goes flop and the glass to mold? They got to get all these technologies together. Glass, plastic, electronics. And then they just fucking mass produce them in these fucking...
I'm going to tell you a scary thought.
How did we get there?
I'm going to tell you a scary thought. Because we already did this shit already.
I know that too.
We already did this shit already. All
it's
this
just like
it's been done already.
We are who came back to tell us what to do, and then it just goes like this, which sucks because then we're in the flash cycle. He only can live as long as he fucking jumps back in time to meet himself and shit, right? It sucks. But
it's just we're the
looping,
same entity going by. We're the same entity.
Hey, and when you look at infinity, we're a sliver of a quadrillion million years is in a slice of a fucking hair.
But check it out. Infinity is a circle.
It never stops.
Now look, people do the infinity like this.
It can't though.
But when you open it, it's a circle.
But we never revert back to.
You just take you ever take. Let me see.
I think it keeps going forward.
No. You take something in a circle and you bend it, you got the infinity. When you twist it, it's just this part. That's the joining.
But when you cut that,
science.
When you cut that circle, and it becomes a straight line, and it just goes that way forever and that way forever.
Cut the circle.
And 360 degrees, infinitely.
I'm gonna get the thing. I have it around here somewhere, but it's a science.
So M3, what you're basically saying is that it's a 180. You got
360 time. No, it's fourth dimensional. It's this ball of infinite fucking everything. It's not a straight line. It's not a circle. It's not. You got to look past fucking two fucking thought process.
Okay. I had you wrong. I thought what you were saying was take the infinity symbol and just cut it and then
stretch it out, and it just goes that way and that way forever.
Okay, my bad.
That way and that way forever, and fucking that way and that way forever in a sphere and shit.
But you always get deja vu. You always get man repeating himself.
Okay, 100%.
The worst way.
True that. So
that's always going to be a circle. We're always coming back to that point. We had the nuclear bomb. Boom. Yeah. Now we're going to have something else. 5G. Boom. Nuclear shit. More shit going. It only gets worse as we keep going back around because we never learned from the first cycle.
I can respect that. 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, that's what's fucking
shit. Dope, let's bring it to our toys. We're still playing with the G.I. Joes.
Oh, dude, I wish I was building.
It's another revolution.
I wish I was building and welding.
It's another progression. When we were 9, when we were 6, I'm 46. 40 years it take me to get from this guy to this guy. Now this guy is going to develop when I'm 80 to something else. It's a cycle of everything. It just progresses in its own, like our televisions. It went from the black and white television to the flat screen shit. The next level is the glass technology. And then hologram. We'll actually get holograms soon. I mean, we already have them, but for everybody's home, we'll actually have them in everybody's home and maybe in everybody's hand.
Yeah, they're not. They haven't figured out a way to play them in air right yet. They have to have a surface. We're gonna figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I see DFS is talking about other life. I had this thought that I put myself in the shoes of that other intelligent life that has the capability to travel stellarly, right? And I asked myself, I was flying by and I saw this planet that had life on it. And then I go down to this planet and they're warring with each other over resources, skin colors, religions. You know what I'm saying? I think I would keep on going. I don't think I would stop and say, hello, what's up?
Yeah, so it's not aliens. It's something interdimensional and in that whole just not.
But what I'm saying is that if I had this technology that could bring you up to par with where I'm coming.
Why would you let us keep fucking us
Why
up?
would I give this to you if I know that the first thing you're gonna do is make a bomb?
They already gave us
you win
technology.
You win, Astray. 100%.
We have it already.
Yeah. We do have that type of technology, but what I'm saying is that if something has the ability to come from way the fuck over there, over here, their ability to destroy us is beyond what we can think of.
They would have destroyed us already.
And they would have done it. But my thing is, I honestly feel like we're getting ignored. They're just like, nah, them motherfuckers ain't got it together yet.
Hey, so
we'll check on them, every once in a while. But until they get over the bullshit that they own, we're gonna leave them where they at. Cause them motherfuckers crazy.
I want to. Go ahead, guys. Yeah.
So check this out, man. Like realistically thinking, if we say 500 years ahead, like DNA, like as far as races, DNA is gonna be all over the fucking place.
About 1,000 years. It's gonna take 1,000 years to make everything one skin color.
I don't think so, man.
Honestly, I think we're already at that point.
Like
we're already at that point where.
Hey, but
what's up, Cass?
One of the other funny things, like scientifically speaking, we needed the different types of DNA in order for the bigger stretch picture for us as a species to last. Otherwise, because when you start fucking your cousin, then you start having problems. Like in
my cousin's hot, bro. I'll take that.
No offense to anybody going through, but they're not of the same quality, we will say, because they didn't have a fresh gene pool to pull from. And
look at royalty. Royalties are always doing like the Egyptians.
Reason because we were gonna need we're gonna need that DNA cross around anyway to keep the pool from going sour. Because we'll start coming up short. It'll be a repeated, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you get a lot of, like, people missing limbs or messed up, stuff like that going on. Because the DNA
like I said, the Egyptians, the Greeks had with the sister wives, the concubines, that kind of thing. Royalty in England. Yeah. A lot of them are cousins of cousins of cousins.
Well, I'm gonna lay this on you.
You can't
I don't believe in the idea of Adam and Eve. That shit right there. But I do believe that there are various humanoids that are among us consistently to add to the gene pool here and there. That's why we get talented people.
That's TV
we get people with other ways of thinking. You know what I'm saying? There are already experiments being had. You know what I mean? Like, how do you get geniuses? How do you get people who think on another level where you're like, oh, I never thought of that. Now I think now he's helping you or she's helping your mind expand. You know what I mean? So there's always been additions to the gene pool. You know what I mean? I mean, in the beginning, it was rough.
Which is why I love
how to comprehend how to do things. But I think there's always an addition, always a spark now.
Yeah. Hey, I would do.
And as for those aliens who wouldn't come here, they're already here.
Hey, here's what I want. And I thought about this.
Here.
I thought about this.
Like, we know how. I'm sure we did the same shit with like. We understand how animals work, and we were able to create animals. Like, we were able to breed them, based on DNA selection. Okay, I find a big dog, and I breed it with a little dog. I'm gonna get something in the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we did it, and then I took two middle ones and bred them off, you know what I'm saying? We created different strands of different type of animals and shit. And I'm sure they did that with humans too, man. It could. You know what I'm saying?
It's obviously not hard. Like, if we can do it, something else could fucking do it,
Like, we already cloned humans. We already cloned everything. We cloned it already.
Hey, I've seen some
They just got to find legislation, and they have to get it approved by the Catholic Church. Things of that nature to say it's not
the Sixth Day
or some shit like that.
Yeah. Hey, The Sixth Day is sick, dude. I love that movie, bro.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That shit, it happens.
Yeah.
Look,
Hollywood is what's going on, man.
What you call it is talking about, downloading his brain into a computer where he can transfer into a body. This is what you call it? What's his name? Elon Musk.
Yep.
These guys are trying to do it, and there's science that proves that you can do that shit.
Yeah,
you can download everything in your brain,
because
all it is neurons of energy.
Right.
You could transmute that into electrical waves or radio waves, and then you store it.
Well, what about your soul, though? That's the whole fuck controversy.
That's the question. That's the big one.
What is the soul? Is
What
it
is
energy
it?
as well?
Yeah.
Is your soul an accumulation of experiences and thoughts?
It's what ascends, and your mind ideas and shit can be transferred, but then at that point, it's not you anymore. It's that computer, and the AI takes over and can do after that.
Isn't this a computer?
Yeah, but
this is a biological computer. It has the same operation. The CPU is here.
It has a starting point.
The RAM is here.
Yeah, I believe it has a starting point. Yeah, I believe it has a starting point, and you can't transition that part that ascends. I think the memories can like a SAN disk, like you get a hard drive and shit, you know, and yeah. If it's smart enough AI, it can continue what you are, but you're fucking not that. You know what I mean? Like you can't.
We don't. But see here again, we don't even know.
Who knows? Nope.
Until we experience that.
It might even have already happened, and there's. I would definitely like that. I'd be like, yeah, put me back when I was like 20.
But here we go.
No, 21, so I could drink and shit.
Now I'm gonna break it down a little something.
You're gonna be
We already do that. We already do that through generations. You will come back through your daughter's child or your daughter's child's child. You will come back.
Right. Yeah, I hear you.
How many times you look in pictures? You look like your great grand uncle or your great grandfather or your, you know what I'm saying?
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
You know, people look at you remind me of him.
Hey, I just
like his ass.
I just saw something on YouTube that said it was two guys and it was a black screen and it said, what if you could remember all your lives? That's literally the thumbnail. Literally, I just seen it yesterday.
And I think
I hope I bump into all y'all. I hope I bump into all y'all on the next go.
We will, because energy always comes together. Certain energies always come together. Like
it's a pull. It's the force that pulls fucking certain people together. Yeah, I met fucking Astray Blue for a reason. I met you for a reason, and it all cycled through.
Yeah,
yeah.
We and
Astray
Blue. That's how it goes, man. It's weird, but that's how that shit goes, man. Yo, you know, you vibe with people. You're like, yo. He's on the same wavelength, meaning the same energy strand. You know what I mean?
True.
You can have discussions. Yeah, it's fucking wild, man. This
show is where I met all y'all, man. I fucking love it, dog. It's a lot of cool things, man.
It's crazy.
Can I give you a little idea, Kaz? You might be interested.
Hell yeah.
So this is a drone, right? And what I always wanted to do is what you do is you get these and it's got so much fucking technology. It's got a camera in front. It's got sensors. You can't crash anything. You can barely crash this thing. It stabilizes by itself and it fucking goes pretty fucking fast.
Dope.
And then, right. So all I want to do, like when I'm older and I like to, think that I will fabricate shit, is put a Harley motor here. Well, first I would do the fucking like a CB. I don't know what's the fastest fucking bike right now. It's the motherfucking like a Hayabusa motor, and just fucking have it just be all woo, and you can just hover there. But it has so many sensors you don't have to fucking worry about. You go, boom, you're gone, right? Then I was like, well, shit. You do a custom one, and then somebody does that, and you get fucking Harley motors right here. So this is the loudest motherfucker in town because it's got 4 fucking 1,000 cc fucking V twins fucking stagging this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Fucking sick.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
But when you get into like technology like that, that's kind of one of the things like thinking like the whole technology behind that. It's already there. It's in this little thing. All you have to do is make everything in this the size you want it. And I'm talking just a single cockpit. Eventually get into the second cockpit.
The military has those though, like that. Yeah.
But I'm talking. We haven't seen them. I haven't seen them.
Extra. I'm reaching out to you.
I've seen those drones. The military.
Comic books. Yeah. I'm using the Force through the screen to take extra Spawn comic books.
But yeah, the drones, those drones
Yeah.
exist,
What was
but they also
Spawn,
have
what?
ships that exist. Like you look at the ships that was on let's go Captain America, Civil War. You see the Hella Harriers. They're already working on the Hella Harriers.
Man, I
You know
love
what I mean?
that. Love that.
They're already
man.
working on stuff like that.
Hey, damn it,
Hey,
man! I hate it.
Frankenstein.
I know it's about that time.
Woo! It's way past that
Oh,
time,
oh,
man.
hell
Fucking around. I love chatting, man. I love chatting.
We got tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll pop up with an alien friend over here. One who came from out of the cosmos. From planet 20Z98.
Alien shit, y'all. Alien.
Yeah.
Hey, Cass, thank you. Thank you very much,
Toy
bro.
Collector Goon on Instagram, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Just making sure. I was like, man, is somebody stealing this man ideas? Cause I was like, didn't he show a damn custom Storm Shadow the other night? I was like, wait a minute now. I know I'm not tripping.
He said, damn, they done ripped him off quick. They did it one night.
Well, I was like, god damn.
It's a little something, man.
Yeah, I'm following Raw Talk, but I don't know if Raw Talk's following my stuff.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
I said, I don't know if you're following me on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm already following you, Giga Shock. I'm already following you. Toy Collector Goon. I'm just Raw Talk here, and then
yeah, I wasn't sure.
Crazy shit. I got too many.
Dr. Motherfucking Doom.
Yeah. We're talking about this new G.I. Joe tomorrow, huh?
Yeah. That's what
y'all see me on the stream cursing my ass off in there, because I'm going to be in there cursing my ass.
Hey, I'm going to be doing this shit too, because I'm about tired of Hasbro.
Trying to ban you.
Better. But I don't care.
I've been saving so much money on G.I. Joe, it ain't funny.
Tomorrow too, then I get to talk to y'all in the chat. I'm gonna be watching at work, man. Somehow.
It's gonna go fast.
I don't know if they're gonna kick me out, but I'm gonna start off with you, bitch.
Very early. Okay, so you having to sleep.
I'm gonna be like, fuck these cold words.
Cold words, make it just wasn't part of it. I did the what?
That shit burns me, man. Like
he said, what about the new toy with the code name? Word,
right?
You bet.
Word up. We start putting memes up and all crazy shit. They'll have to give in.
Then meme it.
Well, that's what's up, man. I'm gonna catch y'all at the fan. I'm gonna catch y'all at the fan Friday tomorrow, then, and I'll catch you at Flex Friday tomorrow night.
Indeed.
Later, Rob. Later,
all right, y'all. All right, everybody in the chat. Straight in 3 Giga Cash. Be easy. It's Dr. Motherfucking Doom out.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Be good. Catch you tomorrow, man.